What up? What up, Endek? You forgot to call it Index Resub? I haven't called it anyone's resub. Hang on. Hegemon, thanks for gifting one sub. Dean Mug, Stylo, Albatross, thanks for subbing. Axe Rome, Cross Tech, Vexel, Hollywood, Ash Bandit, Ben Skytos, Biznitz, Emerald AZ, Corvinus, I Will, Carfant, Boinky the Clown, Alex, Swampykins, Matt Slep, Schnee, Golden Tugboat, Yagior says piss in parenthesis cum style, nice, Char, John Souls, Bert, Purple Kame, Ixie, Circuit, Flapbot, Nova, Trainer, Travak, Golf is Life, true, Sedzok, and Okazor, thanks for sub it. Tiny Teeth, and Noelzy Lee, thanks for sub it. Lost Belt, thanks for subbing. Super Stoves, thanks for subbing. Burley Sherry, hello. Hello?
Hey.
What are you doing in here?
Cassidy picked me up from my house. I didn't feel safe.
All right. Okay.
Also, I still have my PD keys from the audit.
Oh. Well, that's fine.
All right.
I feel like they're going to try to say, oh, well, the charge explicitly states you have to have this intent.
Oh. That's why I couldn't see him.
Am I in your locker? Is this your locker?
No, I'm an idiot.
Shouldn't say that about yourself.
Well, that's very nice of you. How do I hide the vest? I need food. Dumb. Dumb. Joe Biden. Whoa. Meow 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 meow. Fire rescue? Meow 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 meow. So many jackets. $4.95. Here's the Michael stuff. I don't know why I have the wait list for the bear pelt. Only problem with this one is this right here, but I think we might just wear it anyway. High ass space hole? Dude. That's not very nice. What color pants, though, guys?
Howdy, y'all.
Hello. Maybe we can wear, like, BCSO pants. This will look okay. How come I can't? Right here? Tan would go perfect.
Christ.
The shorts looked really good. Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
Going good. Need anything from me, Uriel?
No. I only added a couple extra questions at the very end. Basically to say, why has the council met at all since the shooting? Why hasn't the council met since the shooting? Have you been threatened or felt threatened since the shooting occurred? And have the core functions of the city council been disrupted?
So if I say yes to being threatened, what do you say?
By who?
Like when I say yes to I've been threatened, like what's the next step?
Let me put it this way. As a member of the council, how has the shooting affected you in your outlook or otherwise?
I won't ask you the threatened question.
Okay. Well, I'm not like challenging it. I'm just genuinely wondering.
It was a question that I had brought up to Dr. Canner. Specifically, like, have you felt in fear for your life since the shooting occurred?
Right.
I guess that's probably the better question.
Okay, let's run through our questions one more time.
Okay. You want all of them?
Yeah.
What is your name?
Maximilian Thoroughbred.
What is your current employment position?
Mayor.
Where were you on May 22nd around 8 p.m. EST?
The weekly council meeting.
What were you doing there?
We were about to hear about farming incentives to solve the famine.
Who was there with you?
Alex Domino, Mushkin, Alan Crane, Cletus Cornwood, Murphy Bronze, Siobhan, Thoroughbred, Solomon Walker, TJ Walker, Ursula Leichenberg.
What were you doing before the shooting occurred?
I was letting in a group of farmers from the outside.
When you went to unlock the door, what happened?
Well, after I unlocked the door and walked out, you should word that as after you unlock the door, what happened?
Okay. So after you unlocked the door, what happened? Specifically, after you unlocked the door to the council meeting room, what happened?
I was going to let the 3 farmers in that were waiting outside.
Okay.
And then you would want me to say, like, and then 6 men burst from the archives and charged the council room?
Well, I mean, if that's what happened, yes.
Okay.
How many shooters did you see?
6.
Where did you see the shooters come from? Okay, so I guess we'll extrapolate with the follow-up questions. So where did you see the shooters come from?
The archives room on the top floor of City Hall.
Were you carrying any weapons on you?
Yes.
What weapon were you carrying?
1911?
Were you able to defend yourself?
No.
Did you hear anything during the shooting?
Yeah, I heard meeting adjourned. Prior to, right as the gunfire happened. The guy who shot me said, what did he say? This is for fucking my mom, Max.
And did you hear anything after you were incapacitated on the ground?
After I was moved inside, I heard what sounded like Mr. K say out loud, "Why is this door locked?"
Okay. For that, I would maybe not... You don't have to specifically name them. Just say you heard one of the shooters say that.
All right.
Do you know of the organization Chain Gang?
Yes.
Have you been threatened by members of Chain Gang before?
Yes.
Did the council meeting resume after the shooting?
No.
Has the council met at all since the shooting occurred?
Nope.
Why hasn't the council met since the shooting?
The treasurer's dead. City Hall is not safe.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that's basically what we're looking for. Have the core functions of the city council been disrupted?
Immensely. The treasurer is dead, so new interviews have to happen, and there's a whole nother investigation into... Fuck, I can't say that.
Don't say that.
It'd be very easy if I could finger Solomon as being under investigation. Yeah, we'll just go with the treasurer thing.
Okay.
And, Chief Justice was in the ICU after being shot.
Right. Yeah, touch on those. Yeah, not able to meet because you're in fear for what may happen again. Okay. I mean, those are the only like additional questions I had since we met last night. That is mainly to try and to push more towards how the city council was disrupted, which is going to be our argument for terrorism.
Sounds
Given
good.
that a political body was stopped from doing political things, which in and of itself is a political act. So, okay. Do you have any questions for me or Oliver?
You good?
I'm good.
You sure?
Over for me.
I'm giga good.
All right. I'm gonna see what the troops are up to.
All right.
I need food. Mm. 205-1041.
Welcome aboard. We're having a meeting for the court case right now.
Welcome aboard, Max.
If they're flat 1060, you get them towed on site. I don't care if your grandmother's still in that fucking car. You grab your baton, you grab her by her dentures, and you fuck her out that car, and you get it impounded.
Yeah,
you fuck her right out the
876
car.
to the latest 911.
If you see, scan every plate that goes by the courthouse. Every single plate. If they park up, scan the plate, check who it is, note who it is, any kind of CG affiliation, any kind of criminal affiliation, make a mental note. Be like, okay, they're legally here, but just make it rather than being here. I think Bones wants to say something. Boner!
41 cops on duty right now.
That's a dream come true for a lot of us. So
That is beautiful right there.
I've been waiting thank you guys for being here. We're gonna do something great. I don't want to take away from what Ruby said, but 41 cops on duty. This is numbers we used to dream of whenever we were starting the whole department. I'm sure Slacks is over there with a tear in his eye. So, thank you guys for being here. We're gonna continue to build this place. Okay, it's important. This is a big day for us.
All right, McNulty, Thames.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly set up the courthouse group, which will be Cornhub, McNulty. Give me a raise of hands. Who wants to be part of
Cornhub?
Yeah, I said Cornhub. All right, I got Frost, raise of hands. Avery, I'm just looking at names. Bay, preliminary group, Book.
I don't know.
Can you write these down?
Yeah, I'm filling it out right now.
You got volunteers, McNulty. You got Aphrodite, Yates, Larry.
Let's take Aphrodite as well.
Hold on, hey, real quick, before we do this, Slacks, who do you want as your other UC unit?
Maeve Riker, and I'm taking Forte with me as well. That's 4.
Okay, Forte, Maeve, Riker will be
Dude,
the
am I
4
taking
total.
a million
Okay.
damage from
Who do you
starving?
want? Who do you want in the courthouse? Who do you want outside the courthouse?
Maeve and Riker will be inside as plain clothes, blending as civilians. Myself and Riker, Forte will be doing other things outside, as like landscaping / janitorial service.
Okay, and you'll be outside as well?
Correct. We'll be looking at the garden, watching outside, making comments and like that.
Okay.
Are we aware of who the bailiff
Ask for food? I don't want to interrupt this.
Yes, Kyoto, yes.
Hey, Bones.
Hey.
You have food?
Can I be inside? I can be inside
Oh
as well.
fuck! I do know that she just handed me food.
I just want to be.
Wait, I want
Oh my
something.
God, you're making me all so happy. I thought this would be the group where it's like, I don't want to stand inside for 5 hours. Thank you guys, I appreciate it.
Oh wait, this is one of the
I'd be
fucking
happy to
clown
stay inside
foods.
5 hours for this.
This is the good shit.
Hey, I'll be around for at least 4 hours, and I'll do whatever you want me to do.
Thanks, Bones.
guys.
I just also reminder,
Do
towards
they,
the
um,
EMS know what's going
Wade,
on.
you're gonna be with
these
Wade. You're gonna be with me.
Because I'm gonna be in the helicopter, and
Let's
that
go
is
change.
going to be
Buck,
fucking boring.
Anita, you're gonna be
I'll
with
pop
the
up a,
original group with Buck.
A little.
She's
you
going
put
off
something up.
duty.
Never mind. Bye bye.
Angel, is it okay if we record in there?
Ursula will be there.
Yeah, Ursula should
anymore-
be streaming
I was in
it,
a group
I think.
with,
Didn't
Alright,
she
there you
live
go.
stream the council shooting?
Okay,
I need
sweet.
more names
Yeah,
for
she
inside,
sure
please.
did.
Frost and
Okay,
Yates.
it's like that, I
If you want me
think.
to, I just saw.
Okay.
her.
I guess you should be able to watch
Fuck,
that.
we were there.
Louise,
I can go inside. Frost and Yates.
I'll bring a dash cam and I'll turn it on for you, Bones.
Tango
Hey,
68,
this is easier.
760, C
Fill
147.
in your
Hey,
names
with Jim.
in the report itself,
question.
and then we're gonna go through and we're gonna adjust it. Okay? So just because you fill in your
Okay,
name
we
somewhere,
should
don't
probably
mean that's
go
where
No,
you're
I
going.
only need one more name. I only need one more.
Big dunk, big dunk.
What? Why are we coming over here?
I gotta be safe.
What's up? Be careful. There are people who can hear through walls.
Motherfuckers.
You got a drink?
Yeah, I got you.
Thanks.
Listen,
Oh my.
Mr. K called me and said some shit. Okay, he's slandering. He's saying some crazy ass shit. You know, it's a criminal, right? I don't fucking, but he's a fucking terrorist, right? But just keep your head on a swivel, cause he's seen some insane shit. Like you was out there, like you got mob ties type shit. You know, I was like, bro, he's the mayor, you know. And he's like, yeah, man, I've off people. I was like, bro, like I'm not gonna fucking believe you. You know, you probably have dementia or something. You know, but just keep your head up, Mayor and Commish. All right, you know, I got your back.
Look, at the end of the day, it's on them to prove it. So, and surely they can if they're making those wild claims, right? Surely this isn't the flailing and screaming and crying of a grounded child.
Yeah, but you know, I just want to make sure you knew that, you know, because I don't know who else they're spreading this shit to, you know. But once again, I appreciate you, Mayor. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for letting me know. Look, he's been screaming on Twitter. Max used to sell me bullets in magazines. Max had me assassinate members of the council. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Sue me.
We gotta put him in a retirement home or something.
Aphrodite, Ventura.
Let's go.
All right, let's fuck.
York.
Coyote, let's go. Come here.
Zero denial. Don't have to.
No, if you're a witness or a judge involved with the case, just sit tight for a minute. We'll go with the group that locked
What's up,
down
man? What do you need?
the courthouse.
I'm just wondering if they need
Thank
something
you.
specific from
Bones,
dispatch.
I want you to get the names together for that emergency response group.
Hey, Sarge.
Yeah.
Do you need anything specific from dispatch during all of this?
Or anything that we need to specifically be aware of?
Yeah, I need to just go ahead.
Any 32 calls around that area need to be called out immediately. We were not going to have that time to pay attention.
Okay.
You might think you're being a nuisance, but I want you to welfare check any unit that looks like they're alone in the city anywhere. If they are too still for too long, if they are on their own, one smart thing people might be doing is drawing people away. So if you see people on their own, welfare check. Welfare check people inside of the courthouse as well.
Yeah, got it. So 32s and welfare checks.
Yes, that's going to be one of the biggest things because, you know, there's that weird time frame where I swear my alpha button doesn't work, and that's crucial when it comes to welfare checks.
You're healing and flop
Can we get the whoever's patrolling to help escort the witnesses and the judges to the courthouse?
Sure.
Me and Charlotte will do normal patrol, and we can
Alright.
help escort witnesses.
Can I
Alright,
speak to
I'm
dispatch
having
in the foyer,
Bones-
please?
Yeah, 1 sec for the units that are taking part in the outside
Do you
response.
let-
I'm going to grab Bones. He needs to get that together, so stand.
She went that way.
McNulty might have already mentioned this as well. Do we
Hey,
have
Max.
do we have the units that are going to
What
be
up?
escorting the?
I'm here to not let you down. I'm gonna have my war
I
face
don't
on. I'm just gonna be like,
Yeah.
who the fuck are you? What are you
Do we
doing
have the
here?
people
What are you
that are
acting
gonna be
suspicious?
escorting,
Why are you holding that?
I think it's
Yeah.
Vinny Pistone.
Get aggro.
I'm trying to remember who all that
It's
is.
time to stop
you wanna
getting
hear my
walked
scream?
all over like a
Stone,
fucking
we have
doormat.
that
Yeah,
group.
let me
I
hear
shot
your
someone
scream.
today for chopping an officer.
For chopping an officer?
Okay, good. I'll just
Yeah,
make sure
he did like he
okay, good.
hit him
Yeah, so
with his
anything
palm
that
in the
changes
back
the
of his
plan,
neck.
I wanted to put that
Who?
into the report just so y'all can look at the sheet
Arnie.
and just keep an eye on what's going on.
Was he
if somebody
upset?
gets on duty and is trying to tag you out,
I don't know.
and you need to get off
I
duty,
watched his
whatever,
life as
just give 'em
corpse
a
get dragged to
quick
the
sit rep
EMS.
and say, hey, look through this. This is
Hold
your
on,
role.
listen.
And I'm going to be updating this thing constantly throughout the night to make sure that everybody knows where they're going to be stationed. If you have anything that you want to add to this, make either McNulty or myself
I'm
aware.
jello, so I'm gonna take a nap,
if you can't get a
Duncan.
hold of us at that exact moment. Tell
All right,
somebody in
I will see you afterwards.
In Jello.
or command.
Into this tree to.
Also, for the units that are going to
Yeah.
patrol outside the courthouse, make sure
Yeah.
everyone has dash cams in.
Good
I
point.
think all vehicles at this point should have a dash cam in.
Who's escorting everybody to the hospital?
They're already waiting outside.
Hey, Max, you're going to be with
Me
me
and
inside the
Charlotte are
courtroom.
normal who can help
Yeah, I'm a
escort.
witness.
Any routine patrol officers that names haven't been called.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
can
we'll
help
be
with that
together in the
patrol,
courtroom, so I'll
but you're
be
gonna
there
break
back in
off
the
once we're
commission.
Just
inside
so you
the
know,
courthouse. And
I've been
don't- again, don't
advised
worry if
to
your name
not
hasn't been
look like a
called out.
cop
The
during this
list
court
is being
case.
created for the phase 2.
I do have
It's gonna
a
be
vest on me that'll
locked
pop on if
outside
something
before
goes down
final
in the
verdict.
courtroom, but
And
for the
chances
most
are,
part,
any
I'm not
that
going to be
hasn't
looking
been
like
called,
one.
You are going to be part
That's
of
fine.
that.
That's
and it's
good
gonna be a
advice.
Very, very
Yeah, I mean that's
crucial
I
part.
think you just you dress normal. and then
am I understood? Are we all good? How are we feeling?
Hey, you're the commissioner. You do what you
Really,
want.
just to clarify, anyone
Within
on normal
reason.
patrols doubled up also,
Yeah, within
right?
reason.
Yes. No one
Okay.
is alone.
I'll
And
be
if
in
you
there
can, if you can't find someone to ride with, just triple up. Ride with somebody. I am not having this day torn apart because someone was caught fucking lacking, dragged out in the middle of nowhere, shot in the head, and I've had to pull off 20 officers to let a bunch of terrorists get away.
With that being
I want
said,
this day to go very fucking smoothly, and my trust is in all of you. Okay, we fucking got this.
with that being said, if you're a judge and or a witness or an attorney, please go to the motor pool, and then we'll start getting with them who are going to lock down the courthouse, and we'll go from there.
At this time, you're all dismissed. For phase 2, your names will be called. All right.
All right, so
Thank you, everybody.
So, do you want me to just be on like normal patrol? I'll
Yes,
probably go on
normal-
42
you're gonna be on
like
normal
30,
patrol.
45 minutes. All right,
Yeah,
yeah,
you're good.
I've been on duty like 18
What up, darling?
Help with the prison transport.
I'm just going to wear this.
All right, we'll do.
That's fine.
Hey, you want to
Hey.
settle up?
Professional.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, hey.
You are so fucking ugly.
Jesus
Did
Christ.
they say that there was all the witnesses
this-
were going downstairs?
Pigsman, let's
Going
go.
in.
Let's go. Get out of this cluster. Okay. All right. Just so that
I can't stand still that long. It stresses me out.
I know. Get your cheek.
Before you get involved in something.
Okay, do you remember your most important job today?
Wait 3 seconds before answering.
That's fucking right!
Yep, I was practicing earlier.
That's right.
I'm so
That's right. I can't promise that I will, but I will try.
Courthouse real quick, 'cause they already left for some reason. They're supposed to help us.
gonna be glaring at me in the gallery. You know, I discovered recently I can wax cars and I can buy the wax. We don't have to wait for mechanics anymore.
Are you whispering?
Yeah.
All right, stop.
Stop whispering.
Yeah.
That's a damn.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Your
I just
wish is my command.
I just couldn't hear you. I just couldn't hear you.
That's fine. No, your wish is my command. You don't have to tell me twice to speak up louder. Anyway, I was just saying, I found out recently. Apparently, I can I've unlocked the secrets of waxing. Pretty much, if you ever want a car wash, just tell me. I'll suds it up.
Why is that there?
I'd like to deliver to the courthouse.
Did I just hit your car?
What?
I think I hit your car. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you didn't. You're good.
I heard the glass break too.
Where the fuck did McNulty go?
Do you need something to drink?
No. Oh, actually, I probably will. I am a little thirsty.
Glove box.
Thank you. I'm gonna need normies during this is gonna be a long ass court case.
We'll see.
Go, go, go.
Murphy, get in the trunk. Why'd these motherfuckers ditch you?
I don't know. Communication.
It's hard.
Wait, Avery.
It's a challenge for some.
Can you?
Yes.
Is that your Taurus?
No.
Oh, well, whose Taurus is that?
I don't know. I'm looking for Buck. Do you have his number?
No.
So you said you were advised to not dress like a cop. Was that for your being a witness?
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
other reasons?
Yes, for being a
Okay,
witness.
Okay.
Lawyers want us to look less cocky.
So I was gonna say I can pop this off if I have to, but like,
No,
I'm not
no. You're fine.
I mean, I am a witness. I'm obviously a witness.
If you're a witness, just take the
But-
vest off, right?
Well, I'm not a called witness, but like obviously.
There we go.
Honestly, I'm not sure
Hi,
how.
how you doing?
We're doing okay. Things are kind of crazy right now.
Sure, yeah.
What the?
It just does that. Let's get inside.
Witnesses, come on, we don't have time.
I need to get a gun.
Gotta go.
Yep. Freedom witnesses.
I am actually gonna pop this vest off and keep it going.
Good
I
idea.
know. Holy shit.
I assume we're upstairs.
Yeah, I think third floor.
Yeah. I can't wait to have like 3 dozen headaches tonight.
There we go. It's off.
Yeah,
no,
all
take your
good.
mask
Masks
off.
for the courthouse.
My bad. It's off. It's off. It's off.
Take your
it's off,
fucking
it's
mask
off.
off if you're coming in.
I just didn't want to look like Uncle
Keep
Ruckus.
walking.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't give a shit.
Oh,
Mask
mask.
off when you go in.
Yeah, nice attitude, buddy.
Talk to you, Yoko.
Hey.
Yellow.
Yo, I know, as far as I know, the remaining helicopters are owned by the state, correct?
Not nervous at all.
Air 1?
Air 2 and Air 3.
Oh, well, who owns Air 1?
PD now, because we bought it, right? I'm saying, if Bones goes down, could you preemptively authorize Air 2 to be pulled if needed?
Were they paid for?
No, that's why I'm asking you.
No.
Okay.
Not until they're paid for.
Alright, sounds good.
Raise it.
Bobby, get the fuck away from me.
Bobby, get away from him. I'm wearing him in for a second. Jimbo, raise your left hand.
Okay, it's raised.
Do you swear to affirm that testimony provided is truth, the whole truth, and nothing but truth, on pains and penalties of perjury, so help you airborne?
Yes.
I swear.
Are you still drinking?
Yes. What is your
Okay,
timeline?
All right. All right.
Bobby, stop blocking them.
Your Honor, is it okay if like the witnesses sit in the in quotes jury box?
Why didn't you answer me?
Yeah, I have no issue with that.
That way they're like not mixed in with the crowd or something.
Yeah,
You should probably go get changed, Willie.
Hey, I'm gonna
Nice
get this
roll,
out
Norman.
first out before
No, thank you.
we're starting. You look like a nerd, Norman. An Amish nerd.
Okay, and you.
So I had to get it out. I had to.
The case starts in 4 minutes.
I have nothing to say about you.
Yeah, I'm sure you
There's
don't.
no-
Keep
there's
my name
nothing
out of your
remarkable
mouth,
about
Norman.
you, Philip Cantor. There's nothing remarkable.
Stop it. He said
That's
stop
crazy.
It's a RuneScape day for sure. Hey, Beb, can you hear me?
Stop, please.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rest my eyes real quick.
Okay. I shall guard you.
Thank you.
Oh, we're good. We're good. I'm trying to hop in the
You both
chair.
have Kiki face, by the way. Just a heads up.
This will be the case forever.
Yeah, that's just
yeah, I
because of the
kinda
amount of
figured.
It's gonna
people.
be like that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, what's up, my man? How you doing?
Don't worry. I know Norman like that. It's fine. I ain't
Surprised Max didn't appoint himself judge also. Well, I mean,
I hope you said
the
what a
night's
goat.
young, bro. Maybe we will appoint
All right,
ourselves
good.
judge. You know what? We'll appoint ourselves
Okay,
judge
no,
if they aren't found guilty. Chatter.
Murphy, I swear I could see your face.
Is there any reason you're not wearing a shirt?
Ago, and now you look kinky to me.
I'll be right
That's
back.
tragic. I'm so sorry.
I have a
I swear I could see you just before.
Okay. Well, this is a no shirt, no shoes, no service type of courtroom.
Witnesses only Bobby and Carmine.
Bobby, go back behind the pew.
Yeah, Bobby Carmine, get back.
Get the fuck up out of
You're amongst the crowd.
Hey, we're here for you, Mayor Max.
Fuck you, Carmine. No, you're not. Get the fuck out.
Here. I love you, Mayor.
Back the fuck up.
Is Murphy here?
He is. I just don't
He's
know
over
where.
here next to the pew, the jury box.
Oh. Oh, okay, gotcha. I couldn't. You look very incognito.
Well, you look lovely, Ursula.
Thank you.
Anything right now.
Philippa,
Hi, what's up?
check your texts.
You don't. Hey, hold on. Make sure your shoes, your watch, everything in your pockets. Damn, that judge gets
Hello.
swag.
Can now confirm Judge Gloria and Judge Angela are both in the courtroom, as well as other witnesses.
You want me standing here?
Are you guys twins? Oh shit, Willie's here.
Twinsies.
T, how does it feel that the city's against someone else besides you this time?
Oh shit! You coming out with that shit? Oh god.
Sounds like a compliment.
You know, it feels all right. Feels all right.
Hey, I heard that. I mean, he's doing cross, so enjoy dying, I guess.
Been one of Seamus's.
I'll return the favor for you.
couldn't understand you over your beta bitch tone.
Oh no.
I'm the lawyer of this case. How dare you? I'm at this position for a reason. Yeah, you're the position.
Hey, looking good, Your Honors. Nice robes.
Nice
Thank you.
roads, everyone but Adam.
Yeah.
What the hell? The robes today, huh?
I
Looking
think you
great,
look good,
Angel.
Adams.
Mickey.
I already complimented Adams by
Is that
accident
Mickey? Is that you
earlier.
out there?
I believe it is, Your Honor.
All right.
Back to the streets of Los Santos. Your Honors.
Mr.
Mickey
Sinclair?
Sinclair reporting as defense.
Glad to see you here, sir. I'm gonna need all attorneys for a sidebar over in the corner here.
Oh, wrong side.
Can't believe I forgot to fucking bring a mask.
I'm so sorry. It's a rough day for him.
Council of 8 meeting. War on Terror edition.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so about that famine, huh? It's
Are people still hungry?
I think it's getting better, but
Oh, that's good.
out of a lot of struggling farmers.
You guys gonna have a banner out front after the trial that says mission accomplished?
Oh, there it is. Let's see. Fucking maybe. This is really awkward timing, but I have to nap. Like right now. Right now. Hold tight a second. I cannot close my mouth for one moment. Good night.
You know, they're
Yep.
Not in line. You're not special, sir, because you gotta see. Sir, please get in line. Please get in line, sir. Thank you so much. Stop right there. Goggles off. All right. You're good to go. All right, come on. Stop right there. Let me look at you. Let me make you look. You're good to go. Come on through.
The robes are right there.
Oh,
hey, how's it going?
okay.
Yeah, it's just, it's just
Should I
like
change?
flares out.
Should I go change?
You feel like you need to?
No. But if I look fat, then maybe I should.
These robes are not flattering.
Hey, foot fuck. Go inside or fucking leave.
What up?
Go inside or leave, you foot fuck.
What fuck? Scotty Bar?
What?
Yup.
What?
Nice overlay.
Small reminder to everyone, make sure that your phone is muted. You don't want it ringing during the court case.
All right. Welcome back, Cannon.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mutes
One
phone.
Time, whoever's going first, come on through. All right, thank you so much, man. Stop right there.
Don't mind that.
Woo! Failure to appear time.
Guest gavel. Guest gavel.
Oh, no.
Guest gavel.
Guest gavel. Yep.
Guest gavel.
Oh.
Can I go up there and test the gavel?
No, you may not.
No, you may not.
What about after the whole court thing? Can I try it?
No, you may not.
Lazuli and Alec from Kanto and OMG Gedden. Sorry, OMG Eden. Nightman Gaming,
idea.
Ben Burn, thanks for subbing. Crispy Mew, Kestry, NK Pyro, Dora the Explorer, thanks for gifting 1 sub. Linwell, thanks for subbing. Repeat, thanks for gifting 1 sub. Perlops, Fens, P-Funk, Hollow Rust, Heavy Metal Kitten, Conebread, Chino, Scribblers, Tarambar, Claire Florette, thanks for subbing. Genki, thanks for subbing.
Alright.
Kerviel, thanks
Yeah,
for subbing.
just make sure you
Giving a
take it
sub.
out, okay?
Better.
Far better. Thank you.
Overkill, thanks for gifting 5 subs. Epic Fat Panda, thanks for subbing.
If she hits the fan, then I gotta run. But I mean, I could.
Hey, I got a question for you. How can U do something but let other people do the same thing? Just shut. Wounding, that all.
What, is there like a script I gotta say?
I think it's time for that. I. My brothers. Zan, thanks for subbing. Actually, you know what? No, we'll turn it off, dude.
Okay. I pick God.
We'd be missing out on some good ass quotes today if we turn that shit on.
Okay. Sounds good.
Hi, Cornwood. Congratulations on the promotion, by the way.
We're still waiting to get started, so wish me luck, everyone.
I gotta help coach up old bones and
Love you guys. Thank you.
just like I did Pred and Wrangler.
Ex-Con Addict, thanks for subbing.
I remember how instrumental you were.
I gotta miss it out. I will not touch your toes. Oh yeah.
How you doing, darling?
It's fine. Don't worry about it. It was just one of them things where I mean that's not something I need to work on. I gotta make sure they are the ones doing it.
Zagrad, thanks for subbing. Sorry, I missed it. Curtis, thanks for subbing. A Banana Fish GJ Manga, thanks for taking 1 sub. Turbo Terry, Zan, thanks for subbing. Mana Rays, Mormon Jeezy, thanks for God subbing. Time Inferno, Colin, thanks for subbing. Stan, thanks for subbing. Devin, thanks for subbing. Sisexon, thanks for subbing.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I mean, look.
And here we witness the wild Campbell and On Fire. Here they graze in the wilderness, assuming the kidnap position. Here we have a similar police officer grazing on Power Street, right off of a main road, often traveled by everyone in Los Santos. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Traveling by themselves despite being ordered to double up.
They just need somebody who's a little bit older, a little bit wiser like me, been around the block. Kind of help.
He too is in the kidnap position.
Help them show
Mask off if you're going in. Go ahead.
how to lead off the field. Because that's something a lot of people don't have. That's an intangible. That's something that's a muscle you got to train.
I'm gonna turn this the intensity up on this thing. Yep. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. I mean, at least seems like he's pretty damn good when it comes to.
Is there any way I can get my food through this? Like, can I hand it to you and then? But just stand by, okay? Okay. Single file line. Should you be able to keep your shoes on and go through one at a time? Go next.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I keep hearing. So
Go next.
sounds like
Stop.
everybody who
Stop right there.
hell, everybody who I was alongside kind of helped kind of pour into that some bitch pretty good. So
Go,
it's good.
Hoodie.
Okay, here's my hat, my bag.
Yeah, thank you so much. Next,
Yeah, absolutely.
Take your hat off. Hat off.
Hey, what's
Hat
nice
off.
for me is
It's
somebody who's
you can get your food later.
He's been drinking from the same fountain. Right
Let's go, Flav. Let me check the bomb.
Next, take your hat off.
Oh, I gotta clean my glasses.
Let's go. OJ, take the gloves off. Let's go.
Let's go. Right here. All right, you're good to go. Next.
Max looked like he's trying to look everywhere but directly in front of him. Dude.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
The best
All right, stop right there.
Let me just not just the BCSO.
All right, you're good to go, sir.
I'm not seeing anyone's key. Oh, never mind. I see someone with a kiki face.
Iron sharpens iron. We gotta push the LSPD to be the best they can be. And
Guys, wait, dude, why?
Stop right there, sir.
Guys, Twitch streamer equal ugly people, dumb, boring, shit, dickheads, comma, no space, fuck, ooh, or ugly, space, comma, space, boring shit, comma, HUD, he is the prettiest guy I've seen. Are you jealous?
I agree.
Fucking loser, lol. Karina, thanks for 7.
Papers, please.
Yeah, the smug economy is gonna fucking. It's gonna inflate giga hard, dude.
I don't give a shit. Go ahead. Go.
Pitbull, hurry up, man. Let's go. Come through.
Go ahead, sir.
Come through, Pitbull. Let's go. Sir, you're holding
I do,
up the line.
but I
Go
can't
through the
be
metal
handing them
detector.
out.
Go.
I already have a gun and I
So there's a couple reasons why. One, if you get robbed or something, then I mean you can say the same thing about the rest of your shit, right? But if you get robbed or something, then I mean that's more shit that is out there on the streets that criminals are gonna use.
What's Courtroom talking
These
about?
guys load up on IFACs and shit. They got damn armory somewhere. Tourniquet, same thing. They save that shit for like a high-profile situation and they unload on it. Same thing with armor plates. Actually, armor plates, same shit.
I'm cleaning my glasses.
Hi, what's up?
You have
Janetti leave any bandages for me?
Okay, maybe at the hospital, but I don't have them on me. I'm sorry.
That's a racing harness?
Do you need some? Do you need bandages? Come here.
Janetti leaves bandages.
I saw the price. I think they should be a little more
I
expensive.
have like 62.
Let me see here.
And I hope they're not 100%.
Oh yeah, they
no ejection, but we'll see.
We'll see, Siobhan, but Janetti leaves.
Truly.
Okay, are you sure?
Can you turn your in-game voice up? They're literally all whispering, bro. We're hearing people across the room talking. It's almost like we shouldn't be hearing them. Bald Man, thanks for subbing. Sir, miss a lot of 500 bits. Thank you very much. Miguel, Mr. Prince, My Face, thanks for $9.99 subbing. Curtis, thanks for subbing. Extra Connect, thanks for
Just
subbing.
don't go through the metal detectors. Go.
You're gonna play the Elden Ring DLC when it comes
near
out? Yeah.
Yeah.
Who said that? Who said they
I'll
were
ask
bringing food to
Cornwood.
the court case, though?
Okay, thank you. All right, we've got Lewis Screw bringing them over.
Ursula might have food.
Ursula, do you have any food?
Yeah.
Apparently you have to beat Moog to be able to do it.
Have some.
I'll come on over and get it because I.
Motherfucker, did you not hear me?
So we'll probably have to start playing it like a day or two before.
Turn around.
Mr. Ferrara, Mr. Sinclair, any update on your clients?
Dream Lifestyle Photo G.
They are on their way.
Do you have anything to drink?
Yeah, that's what Rami told me 10 minutes.
Oh my God, you're so needy.
You doing a new character? Yeah.
And
you know, I guess we. So I don't know if I actually have my.
Apologetic about that, and I'm so sorry.
I don't know if Elden Ring characters are saved to the cloud or not.
Maybe they're held up in the line with Shiesty asking everyone to put their stuff in a box.
If they are, we might play our soul level 1 character.
You're disobeying. Yeah, that guy's
Somebody's got tased.
There's Spartacusing
We'll have a look and
with
see.
Mr. K.
I'm curious what's
Get out
happening.
of here, sir.
What is that?
Like I am Spartacus, where everybody's
Oh,
like,
yes.
the Spartacus was like involved in the Roman people are like, who is Spartacus? And like each of the like 100 prisoners all stands up and says, I am Spartacus, I am Spartacus.
Do you want him to remain hard cuffed or cuffed to the table?
So if they got like all those people dressed up as Mr. K, they're gonna be like,
Yeah.
I am Mr. K, I am. Yeah, you get it?
Any chance?
What is Ellie Fletch doing here?
She was allowed to be a witness
Does
by the
anyone have one?
DOJ as long as she is hard cuffed.
Yeah.
That's what she's doing. The DOJ allowed her to be here and watch. Not sure why, but they have.
You got a mask or something?
Unfortunately, no.
If y'all want, I could take the clothing store real quick. It's all good. I'll take them.
What's up?
Witness on a HUD? That sounds smart.
She's gonna remain cuffed because she's in state custody at this time.
Okay.
What happened the last time people on huts were allowed into the public, guys?
Nobody got a mask in here, y'all?
Pep.
Hand you a mask, Solo.
Yeah, I'm
Fat
sorry,
Anchor
I
6
don't
for
have one.
subbing. Rozinki. Rozinki, sorry, they subbing.
I am.
I wish the fucking clothing closet was in this courtroom.
Perfect. Okay, I'll have someone come out.
We might run into issues soon, I
You
think.
said he's already here. Thank you, thank you.
Hey, Cornwood.
Willie, the doctor's here with your bandages.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, there's a doctor outside. It should be by the metal detector.
Dr. Amelia Waters.
Go with me, brother.
Man, this ain't Atlanta, man. Come on in, everybody.
What?
No, I'm saying.
I don't care who you are. Am I
Put your phones on
seeing?
silent, please.
This
Put your
is-
phones on silent.
Yo, bitch ass,
Phones on
goddammit.
silent.
Hi, Rami.
My phone's even standing on business 3 times.
Oh my god.
Phones on silent, guys. Phones on silent.
On guard!
Hey, you don't gotta listen to him, man. He don't mean shit.
Dude.
If you're not a named defendant, do not cross past those barriers, please. Thank you.
Yep. Will the real
Yes,
Mr.
George.
K, the real Rami, the real
I believe Cornwood's
Taco
been
Prince, step forward, please.
Oh, I could have said please stand up.
Why didn't he?
Nah, that'd be
You're already standing up. That makes sense.
the remainders of you. Unfortunately, Fire Marshal's telling us that we've got a few too many people here.
Cute, cute.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's cute.
Wait,
That's cute.
wait. Who?
Well, these are
somebody
my
asked.
supporters for my trial. How about you kick out these random motherfuckers with their ugly ass fucking biker vests on?
Yeah.
Try to see, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck those dudes.
I'm not speaking to anyone in particular, Mr. K. I'm
If you don't
speaking
stand
to
on
the,
business
the
3
crowd
times,
that's in the
get the fuck
gallery
out, you know what
as a
I'm
whole.
saying?
That's cute. That's cute and all.
Hey, man, this is TJ Walker's family right here. You can't kick us all out.
So fucking cute and all. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right, we got everybody here.
No, we're missing Taka.
All right, where's Taco at?
We're also missing Daquan.
That fat fuck eating or something.
And where's Peanut?
He right here.
I can't even see them. They're
I don't see him.
invisible.
He's running in and out. I think he's fucked up.
Okay.
He right here. You don't see him?
No, I actually don't. I see you.
No, I
see
don't.
Mr. Pistone and I see
Right here.
Yeah, I don't see him.
Right over there.
You don't see him right here?
No, I don't.
No.
Maybe
Peanut.
someone pick him up.
Stop running, Peanut.
Yeah.
This
Yeah, I can see
is why we're saying there may be too many people in here for the fire marshal. I can't
then
see
walk
you.
your ass out.
Well, Mr. K, I gotta be here.
Then take your ass home, Norman.
I gotta be here, Mr. K. You and me, we got an arrangement today.
Okay, that's the job. Okay, that's
Get Cornwood out of here. He's taking up half the courtroom anyway.
Yep.
Burn. It's only a third. It's only a third. Okay, it's only a third.
That's right.
We're gonna need some of you that are here that are not summoned parties to leave. We need to be able to have this court case. We need to be able to see everybody here this time.
Let's get Bobby.
If you're not a summoned witness
Get
and
out.
you're in the gallery just to watch, Ursula is providing coverage for you.
Why you
but,
saying fuck
some of you are
this
gonna need to go.
for? Okay. That's you, Carmine and Bobby.
what-
Get the fuck out of here.
What about the 45 cops that are over there on the wall?
It's 43.
What he mean by some is the people that ain't standing on business 3 times get the fuck
There a
out,
bunch of
man.
cops over
Hey,
there?
man.
Hypothetically.
TJ
I only
Walker's
see
family, man. We can't
hypothetical.
leave, bro.
I see 3 cops.
Listen, I understand
Yeah, I
if you're
see
not a.
2.
There's maybe a lot of spectacle for a lot of people. They're interested in watching this case. You can watch it. There's streams of it, and they are advertised on Twitter if you'd like to take a
What's
look.
Deputy Dumbfuck doing right
I don't
here
like
with
watching
the
ads.
Okay, I understand, but we can't really proceed if we can't even speak with the defendants because there's so many
I
people
bought
here.
tickets
So.
in the parking lot. I bought tickets.
Who said ads?
We
You
weren't
taking a
selling
turbo
tickets.
L.
If you bought tickets, you got scammed.
You should get a refund for that for sure.
I bought tickets for this shit, man. What the hell?
Yeah, come on, man. I bought tickets.
Yeah, if you bought tickets, you got scammed. Get.
All right, so a whole
Why
right
did they
side.
let so many people
You know,
break this problem in the first place?
Carmine and all that. You know, we can get them out of here.
I don't.
Yeah, everybody that's not leaving, come to the left side.
You know, all those hospital motherfuckers can get out of here too.
Yeah, everybody that's not leaving, come to the left side real quick.
Yeah, tight shit. Good shit, Bobby. Good shit.
All right, everybody on the right side, y'all good to go? Y'all good to get up out of here? Y'all heard the judge.
Man, I was here first, brother. Come on, man. You gonna treat royalty like that?
OTT, man.
You ain't standing on business, bro.
Man, we are in a
Three times.
We are in a democratic building, man. Don't nobody
That
give
is
a fuck about
hypothetical though.
royalty.
24/7, man.
That's cute, Crane. That's cute.
Listen,
That's
I'll
cute.
wait for
How
you
about
guys
people
in
that ain't
prison.
with me get the
Nobody
fuck up outta
asked.
here?
Because they just watching.
The government.
My people here for a reason.
Crane, that's so fucking cute of you.
I see a bunch of bozos over there standing around
Oh,
for
Ron,
no
good
reason.
luck,
What you doing
boys.
here, Craig?
Good luck.
Get the fuck
I'm getting
out
up
of here.
out of here. Good luck, boys.
Yeah, point
I
made
also
there.
cannot see him.
Yeah.
He's kinda
The, point,
got
the
you
fact
there.
that you can't see him is kind of the point, sir.
People ain't standing on business, so
Alright,
they
guys,
walking
we'll
up.
be probably twatting out when you guys can come back in, alright?
If you want to see it, there's advertised streams on Twitter. You can pull up.
Ursula is broadcasting the entire thing for you to watch as well.
Are
lawyers and paralegals good, Your Honor?
No, we'll see. We need to. I mean, we need
It
to clear
depends.
as much as possible so that we can see who's in here and who's not.
Pay me $1,000, I'll leave.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Keep it coming. This will all be streamed on Ursula's network. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out and back in as well just to see who I can.
Cornwood, come with us.
Am I AFK? No.
Is Mr. Zakon here?
What was that?
We can't move, Your Honor. We're cuffed to the table. We can't leave and go back
Hey,
out.
3 times.
Yeah,
3 times.
yeah, I know. Is Mr. Decon here?
Is the Quan dumbass here? Where is he?
I think he took a nap.
Did he run off?
Oh, he went over. He woke up.
Okay, that's fine.
Come on, guys. Can y'all please?
Oh, this is good now. Half the room left.
We're gonna
I think we
call
should
back
be good,
when you
guys.
guys can come back in.
We're good. I think we should be good here.
We're gonna twat when you guys can come back in. Come on.
Chief,
Let's go. We need to get this started. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, Chief, be my bitch. Why don't you leave the courtroom?
Damn.
Yeah, be a good
Damn.
bitch and walk out the courtroom.
Damn.
Got this ass. Hey, y'all can leave, man. I got arthritis, man.
Cancer, can you be my bitch and walk out the courtroom?
My knee's swollen.
Type shit.
Ankle swollen.
Rami, she's a witness.
Can't witness Rami.
Yeah.
You guys are probably gonna be part
Is
of
Rami going to like a hip hop concert? Like, what the fuck is he
know that.
wearing?
Wait, who's the witness? Cantor?
Yeah, Cantor. Everyone that's in the
Did
box
I
over there is a witness.
apologize for having me put an assassination hit on her? I just want to make sure she knows that she's,
I saw that on Twitter yesterday.
yeah,
Thank you, Kay.
I wanted to apologize to you, but
You know, for the record, Cantor, I never asked these guys to kill you, and that is not a
I
lie.
understand. I talked with Siobhan about it. Either way, at this point,
Can
I'm
we
fine.
get
Once
some
we
more
got
people to leave?
once we got Pino back in here,
I
we'll
don't
go ahead and
give a
get
shit.
started.
You don't have half the court. Half the
If
court.
someone uses it against
half the
you to
courtroom just
destabilize
left.
this more,
How
and
much
I
more
refuse to
people
let
you
that
need?
happen.
We gotta
They-
spread it out.
literally
Spread it
people
out.
get here
Pino
first.
needs
Spread
to
it
wake
out.
back up, Bobby.
I don't think spreading out's gonna. Hey, help. Norman.
Yeah.
Can I please
Jimbo.
get on fucking cuffed, bro? Like, I'm gonna stand there for how many hours? The shit didn't even fucking start.
So you can be cuffed to the table, but you know, as long as you're not, you
I'm
don't
about
have
to
your hands behind your
smash
back,
my
do you?
phone on the fucking ground. I'm losing.
I'm just saying, there's less people in here than when I walked
cuffed
in.
to the chair.
All right, Bobby. I'm
not
waiting on
cuffed, though.
Peanut
Say
to
less.
wake up.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You defend yourself.
Vinny, okay, I'll walk over and cuff you to the chair then, Vinny.
Hey, Cantor, can you email me the
I'll
non-offer we wanted to
Gotta get another chair.
I don't have my MDT anymore.
Oh shit. They should. Oh fuck. Actually, it's a good point. Yeah.
I think only the autopsy one's left.
Gonna get bingo before it starts? Dude.
fucking brother.
Is Crane in here?
These fuckheads and boulder heads get to stand in there because no one's.
Yeah, I don't even see Alan.
Who's that Karen out there?
So,
I do not.
How's everybody's day going?
Thank you.
Okay.
I don't see Crane either.
Don't,
I think people need to not just leave the courtroom, but leave the entire area.
So with all these people looking the same, I can already know how it's gonna end. It's gonna end in a huge brawl. They're gonna all start punching at each other, and since they look like all like
I don't know why they wouldn't kick out the 20 lookalikes. They tried, not very hard. Not very hard.
So note for next meeting to discuss.
Gentlemen, is Peanut back yet?
Fire code's not
Nope.
a bad idea.
All right. We'll give a couple more minutes, obviously. Wait on him to be Ventura did.
Honestly, a fire code for events is not that bad of an idea.
Yeah, it's just like it's
Yes,
set it in stone.
Your Honor.
Yo, you're
Do you
doing
know
dumb
if
shit
Taco
you're
Baba
also,
Ganoush,
like,
6 or 7.
you know.
Unsure.
He
Yeah.
will not.
People could get fined for
He will not. We would not be. He's invoking his Fifth Amendment right, anyways.
Okay.
Ticker, right?
You look
I
lovely
would-
today, by the way, Your Honor.
What's the Fifth Amendment?
And I say that as a gay man. The highest of compliments, truly.
I don't want to get up. It took so long to get here.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's more genuine coming from me.
I feel like it's less genuine.
Yeah.
No, please. I'm being very genuine.
Thank you. I appreciate
I've
that.
been told your orders here.
Iron PTMN, thanks for subbing. Does Los Santos not have the 5th?
Yeah, El Riz Mickey.
We just don't have any amendments, right? I don't know. Actually, it might be in there. I don't know. I'm not a judge or a lawyer. I don't know, dude.
Kendra, come back here.
Okay.
I hope Mickey's case is better than his compliments.
Oh man, if I was their lawyer, I would probably be hitting my head against the desk right now.
Court,
repeatedly on how much
Yeah.
they continuously attempted.
I didn't know you were an Iron Man. You get
articulate.
a pass for having fire cape.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. I like them moving to blend in with them.
Hello. How would you defend this case?
Well,
That's a
it's
loaded
impossible.
question.
I actually think this case is impossible to defend. I would try to make a constitutional argument, but there isn't one. So I would just try to ensure that due process was followed by trying
Yeah,
to
same.
hammer down on any avenues of reasonable doubt that I could. I think they fucked themselves too hard, to be honest.
All right.
Yeah.
Mrs. Sinclair, do you happen to have an ETA for your other client, Mr. Dumbass?
Way easier. I pin it on the others. On the other, my client was
That's
just an
all I'm waiting
unwitting
for it again.
participant. Blah blah blah. It'd be way easier to defend one versus all of them.
do not have an ETA for him.
Okay.
There he is.
There
Probably should have tried to make individual
Right on
plea
time.
deals rather than
Thank
dealing with
you.
all of them.
Yeah.
Thank you for
But it
addressing
is what
that
it
for
is.
us, Mr. DeMoss.
Oh
Thank you.
yeah, Alan. I can
All
see
right,
you
you
now.
Let's just get this underway. We're here for the people v. Mr. Kevin et al. I'm gonna leave a general reminder to the courtroom. This is a serious matter. The gentlemen in this room are facing serious charges, and we have a long case in front of us. Let's not have any disruptions. As you saw in the signs on the way in, any outburst, you're going to be getting contempt of court, 100 months in prison, $10,000 in fines. Is that understood?
If I say
Yes,
I
Your
agree,
Honor.
is that contempt?
Say it quietly to yourself. How about that?
Oh, I can't wait for opening.
All right. We have
Carlos
five
and Frosty,
defendants
for sub it.
here. Before I read the statement of charges, are there going to be any pretrial motions from either side?
None from the prosecution, Your Honor.
Okay, from the defense?
Just,
Sorry?
just one.
Okay, go ahead.
Motion to strike a piece of evidence. In report 6164, it is labeled. Let me get the exact. It is labeled "twat" from Mr. K, expressing disdain for the government. It's the fourth from the bottom. We wish to strike it as there's no way to validate it. There's no timestamp of when this was taken from. It's just a relative time from Twitter.
Before or after, it
We don't
still
know
is
if it's from
bad.
a month ago, 2 months ago, yesterday. We don't know, and we would like it stricken.
I'll take a rebuttal from the prosecution.
I have no issue striking that piece of evidence, Your Honor.
Well, as a matter of fact, Your Honor, the twat can, of course, be authenticated by witness testimony, and there isn't necessarily a way to get the timestamp as requested other than by witness testimony for the particular exhibit, as it is
Or
a
you
twat.
just document when you fucking.
Not a good look for the two prosecutors to disagree on each other.
Final from the defense.
There really is a way to prove it. There is metadata that is applied to all photos taken.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right, pause.
Oh my god.
Stop.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go ahead and weigh the evidentiary value of the evidence accordingly. I'm gonna let it stand on the record for now, but I will weigh its value as I go to deliberate. I have noted your concerns, counselor.
I didn't mean to cut in.
All right, keep supporting shitty police work, Your Honor. Really not hard to jot down when you took the picture.
Just stated I would note it as concern, sir.
I think we definitely should.
I respect to Robin though. He's cool as.
All right. Any other pretrial motions, defense?
No, sir.
None, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
Let's go and read the statement of charges here.
That was a really good try.
In the evening of the 21st of May, 6 individuals took it upon themselves to cause great harm to important members of Los Santos's government, innocent civilians, and members of the LSPD. All 6 individuals engaged in working together to shoot down several members of the city council, killing one of the sitting members, Terrence Walker. Upon a response from officers of the LSPD, the 6 gunmen refocused their attempts to engaging in a gunfight and holdout with several police officers on the 4th floor of City Hall. Thankfully, all 6 gunmen were apprehended at the end of the ordeal, but unfortunately not without major losses and the loss of a life. While on a hold waiting for trial, 4 of the suspects were broken out from DOC custody, while local DOC refused to accept paperwork to extend holds for 2 others. We have 5 of the defendants here today. Gentlemen, I'm going to be calling on you one by one. I'll need you to enter pleas of either guilty or not guilty to your charge. Mr. Dumas, will be starting with you. Can you go ahead and step forward?
Yes, sir. Man.
All right, Mr. Dumas, to one count of criminal possession of a firearm class 1. How do you plead?
Hell nah.
Okay, to 1 count of federal authority felony offenses. How do you plead?
Wasn't me.
Am I supposed to interpret that as not guilty, sir?
Damn right, man. Hell yeah.
All right, for these going forward, I need you to say either guilty or not guilty, okay?
How long until RuneScape?
26 counts of accomplice to attempted murder of a government employee. How do you plead?
Hell not guilty.
Okay, and 3 counts accomplice to attempted second-degree murder. How do you plead?
I'm blind. Not guilty.
Okay. 4 counts of criminal use of a firearm related to a hot gun in your possession. How do you plead?
Jesus take the wheel. Not guilty.
Okay, 1 count to accomplice to robbery pertaining to a hot gun. How do you plead?
Robbery? What? Not guilty.
1 count accomplice to murder of a government employee. How do you plead?
Who I accomplice? Not guilty. That's bullshit.
And 1 count of terrorism. How do you plead?
I'm a terrorist? Come on now, dude. Not guilty, bro. What the fuck?
Understood. Let the record show that Mr. Dumas has pled not guilty to all charges. You can go ahead and step back, sir.
Dumbass, sir. Dumbass, please. I want to hear you say.
Dumbass.
That's right.
Dumbass. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Zolo, you're not. Mr. Levy, can you go ahead and step forward?
He can't. He's cuffed to the table.
Okay. Mr. Levy, I'll go and read it out from here then, sir. Make sure you're shouting for him. To 1 count of criminal possession of firearm class 1. How do you plead?
Yup.
If he's speaking, I can't hear him.
Not guilty.
Okay, we'll come back to him then. Mr. K, we'll go and read down your charges here, sir.
Okay, whatever.
All right, to 1 count of criminal possession of a class 1 firearm. How do you plead?
What's the date of that?
Make sure all these
date of the
idiots are
incident,
cuffed
sir.
to their table.
You got that date on hand?
May 21st.
What's the
Better be
charge?
fucking hard cuff.
Criminal possession of firearm class 1.
Just trying to think. No, not guilty.
All right, 1 count criminal possession of government issued equipment.
What's the date on that?
Same date. All these charges are going to be to the same
What
date,
was the
same
date
incident,
again?
sir. May 21st.
Okay, that's crazy. I'm just curious how you have the dates and they don't on a tweet, but that's all good. Not guilty.
Okay, 1 count federal authority felony offenses. How do you plead?
Oh, not guilty.
Okay, 26 counts to accomplice to attempted murder of a government employee. How do you plead?
Not guilty, but I have shot someone for that before.
3 counts accomplice to attempted second-degree murder. How do you plead?
Oh, not guilty.
All right, 1 count accomplice to murder of a government employee. How do you plead?
Oh, not guilty, but I have shot a government employee for that before.
1 count terrorism. How do you plead?
Oh, not guilty.
And 1 count of prison break.
Terrorist. Oh, not guilty.
Not guilty on that as well. Rami.
Yo.
Hey, 1 count of criminal possession of firearm class 1. How do you plead?
Can you use that sentence?
Yes. Ramio Rahman is alleged to have criminally possessed a firearm on May 21st, 2024.
That's not guilty, sir.
Okay, 1 count federal authority felony offenses. How do you plead?
Not guilty, sir.
Okay, 26 counts to accomplice to attempted murder of a government employee. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
3 counts accomplice. Yes, it is a new tie. Is that a new vest?
Not guilty. Yes.
26 counts accomplice to attempted murder of a
Not
government
guilty,
employee.
sir.
All right, 3 counts accomplice to attempted second degree.
Not guilty, sir.
Okay, 1 count accomplice to murder of a government employee.
Not guilty, sir.
1 count of terrorism.
Not guilty, sir.
And 1 count of prison break.
Not guilty, sir.
Understood.
Mr.
Lev, back with us?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and read out your charges at this time. You need to enter a plea guilty or not.
All right.
To 1 count of criminal possession of firearm class 1. How do you plead?
Sounds good. Sorry, Your Honor, I can't hear you. You got Cornwood over here talking.
Okay. To 1 count of criminal possession of a firearm class 1. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
All right. 1 count federal authority felony offenses. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
26 counts to accomplice to attempted murder of a government employee. How do you plead?
Definitely not guilty.
3 counts accomplice to attempted second degree murder. How do you plead?
Corbin's trying to cuff them to their table.
Yes.
Not guilty.
Sewer Crabs, Entergaki,
Okay, 4
Twister,
counts of criminal
1M,
use of a firearm
Alacran,
pertaining
Azure
to a hot
Chief,
gun in your possession. How do you
Lispy,
plead?
Prince Moxie.
Definitely not guilty.
Okay, 1 count accomplice to robbery pertaining to a hot gun in your possession. How do you plead?
Robbery? Oh, not guilty.
Okay. 1 count accomplice to murder of a government employee. How do you plead?
Definitely not guilty.
1 count of
The
terrorism. How do you-
most innocent man.
Definitely not guilty.
And 1 count of prison break. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
All right, very. Mr. Pistone, last but not least. That's your charges.
Can I just say not guilty to all of them so you don't have to go through them?
Sure. You'd like to
Yeah,
enter a
not
blanket plea
guilty.
not guilty.
I heard you fucking say it 3,000 times.
Oh, well, yours are slightly different. You don't have the, it's all good. All right, let the record show the defendant's pleading not guilty to all charges. Let the record also show that Mr. Prince is not in attendance at this court case here today.
Your Honor, good evening. Peanut, stop resisting. Come on.
What are you talking
All
about,
right.
man? Mr. Adams, they're harassing me, Mr. Adams, please.
You're being cuffed to the table, sir. It's fine. Prosecution, we'll go ahead and begin with your opening statement when you're ready.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your girl's probably so nervous. I'm cleaning me glasses again.
Your Honors, ladies and gentlemen of the court, 1 week ago today, this very building, the seat of our democracy, was the site of an attack perpetrated by the defendants. That attack on the council room 1 floor above us left council members incapacitated, left civilian farmers shot, left county clerks bleeding, and left our city's treasurer,
Do I have a
TJ
gun
Walker,
right now?
dead.
Yep.
The resulting holdout afterwards left numerous police officers injured from the firefights that ensued. The defense today will try to say that these actions were justified. They will try to spin a story about how Daquan Peanut Dumbass's mom was having a train run on her by the council. This is a ludicrous fabrication that I am ashamed to even mention in this courtroom today.
He hates my mama.
Through evidence and testimony provided today, the prosecution will show how the 6 defendants are responsible for numerous attempted murder charges, the murder of our city's treasurer, and the disruption of our highest governing body's critical functions. In short, Your Honors, terrorism. Thank you.
Not bad. King Leo,
Thank you, Mr.
Ewick,
Whitlock.
sewer crabs, there's other...
Yeah.
Peanut, for reference, keep your comments to yourself.
Yes.
Okay? Or at least
He's one of the
quietly so I can hear
proteges.
them,
Sorry,
okay?
sir. I'm sorry. He
He's
just,
attended
I
every
got
law school.
PTSD and shit, you know what I'm saying?
I understand. You're going through a tough time. I get it.
Sorry, sir.
Defense, your opening statement will it be delivered by Mr. Sinclair or Mr. Ferrara?
Me, Your Honor.
Okay.
Let them know.
Your Honors, peoples of the court, today we are here for a very serious matter, one of alleged terrorism and murder. And today the prosecution will try to paint you a picture of a targeted political attack. They'll try to have you believe that the defendants had political motivations in mind, but that's simply not the case. They'll try to minimize the unconventional methods used by a doctor with a history of malpractice. The evidence that will be presented will simply not prove beyond a reasonable doubt that what occurred was terrorism by how it's defined in our great state. Biased witnesses will get on the stand and give tale of what they think should be the case. And I do concede that the prosecution will do their best, but it simply won't be enough. They have tried and will fail. Thank you.
Not terrorism to stop 2 weeks of council meetings during times of famine.
Okay, thank you for your opening statement there, Mr. Ferrara, as well. We'll keep things moving along. Prosecution, please go ahead and call your first witness.
The prosecution will call Maximilian Thoroughbred to the stand.
Oh, shit, already?
Thoroughbred, come on up.
Count to 3. Count to 3. Remember to count to 3.
I might be stuck.
Very difficult to get out of there.
Can you grab me?
You're in timeout.
Oh.
Might have to.
Wait. Okay, grab me.
Can't. I'll grab Alan instead.
Sorry, Your Honors, he seems to be suffering from skill issue right now.
It's okay.
All right.
There you go.
Crisis averted.
I do not recommend anyone sit in those middle seats.
That's tight space. Cornwood, you go and swear the witness in?
Do you solemnly swear that your testimony today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, under the pains and penalties of perjury? So help you bass.
I do.
All right, for the record, Cletus, have them raise their left hand before they do that as well.
Oh, right.
But I will call that the witness is sworn in. All right, the witness is sworn in. Mr. Whitlock, go ahead when you're ready.
Thank you, Your Honor. Hello, Mr. Thoroughbred. How are you doing today?
Could be better.
For the court record, what is your name?
Maximilian Thoroughbred.
What is your current employment position?
Mayor?
Where were you on May 22nd around 8 p.m. EST?
The weekly scheduled Council of 8 meeting?
And what were you doing there?
We were about to hear 3 different incentives to be presented to us to solve the famine.
Who was there with you?
Alex Mushkin Domino, head clerk. Alan Crane, chief justice. Murphy Braun, head of bar. Cletus Cornwood, PD liaison. Javon Thoroughbred, chief of staff. Myself. Solomon Walker, Deputy Mayor, TJ Walker, the Treasurer, Ursula Leichenberg in the corner, Billman.
And what were you doing before the shooting occurred?
I was getting up because I believe it was the head of bar that said to let in the farmers that had come to see us, to open the door and let them in.
After you unlocked the door to the council meeting room, what happened?
Well, I said, I said, "Come forth, clowns!" And then 6 clowns emerged from the archives room, masked up with guns.
And how many shooters did you see?
6.
And where specifically did these shooters come from?
The archives room. It's the only unlockable or not lockable door on the top floor of City Hall.
Were you carrying any weapons on you?
My 1911.
Were you able to defend yourself?
No. No.
What happened after the shooters appeared?
5 of them ran inside of the council room, and one of them stopped me as I was standing in front of the 3 farmers and pointed a gun directly at my head, said, "This is for fucking my mom, Max," and then shot me.
Did you hear anything else during the shooting?
Pretty much simultaneously, I heard shouted from the council room, "Meeting adjourned," from an unfamiliar voice. I've spent a lot of time with the Council of 8, and it was most assuredly one of the gunmen that shouted that.
Did you hear anything after you were incapacitated on the ground?
I heard one of the gunmen question very furtively, "Why was this door locked?" After I'd been moved inside by one of them, and after the door itself had been locked by the head of bar. After the shooting.
Mr. Thoroughbred, do you know of the organization Chain Gang?
I do.
Have you been threatened by members of Chain Gang before?
I have.
Did the council meeting resume after the shooting?
No, it couldn't.
Has the council met at all since the shooting occurred?
Not in any formal official capacity as far as I'm aware. We can't meet.
Why not?
TJ Walker, may he rest in peace, was executed in cold blood, putting us down 1 council member. The Chief Justice at the time was in the ICU, and I believe that City Hall proper is not safe enough to convene the Council of 8 until we've had time to review security protocols and to appoint a new treasurer.
Have the core functions of the city council been disrupted?
Indisputably.
One moment, Your Honors.
Take your time.
Any hoppers, that means yes.
All right, thank you again for being here, Mr. Merritt's got a couple questions for you.
Sure.
To start off with, these meetings of the city council, are they publicized, the time and place?
As far as I'm aware, they are not, like, routinely advertised or publicized. That said, our meeting time is not secret, nor is it private information. If anyone on the street were to ask me when the council meets, I would tell them.
All right, and in fact, that these meetings are recorded?
Yeah.
So the public is aware of that information, I suppose, from that aspect. Is that about right?
Not as aware as I would like them to be. I've spoken to a lot of people who did not even know that they were recorded. However, there are some interested individuals who do religiously watch each council meeting, and I encourage everyone to do so.
Gotcha. What can you tell us, other than for council meetings, about the use and the access to this meeting room?
Objection vague?
Sure, I'll refine that a bit. Is that meeting room used for any other purpose other than for council meetings?
So you're withdrawing the question and asking a different one then?
That's right, Your Honor.
Did you re-ask the question for me?
What are the other uses of that meeting room other than for council meetings?
Is that okay? Can I answer that?
Go ahead.
Yeah, he asked a different question. You're fine.
There is no other purpose for that room.
And are the only individuals that use that room council members?
Objection leading?
Let me put it this way. Who has access to that room?
Am I allowed to answer that?
You are. The previous question had the objection sustained. He's asked a question.
Only council members can enter that room.
Thank you so much. Go ahead,
As far as I'm aware, only council members can enter that room.
Anything further from the prosecution?
No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay, floor is open for cross.
Maximilian Thoroughbred. Great to see you here.
Hello.
So, Maximilian Thoroughbred, I'll start with this. After being incapacitated, as described in your testimony there, did you return to City Hall?
Objection scope.
Rebuttal is that the scope is contained within the video evidence submitted by the prosecution themselves.
There was nothing about returning to City Hall afterwards, after the fact, in direct testimony.
I see no reason not to sustain this. Either of you two?
No, me either.
Yeah, objection's going to be sustained.
Very well. Maximilian Thoroughbred, these weekly scheduled meetings that you mentioned, are they always on the same day?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And do those days have never changed, have they?
For the second Council of 8? No, they have not. Well, actually, that's not true. One time, I think we did.
Oh, interesting. Oh, thank you. Oh, so you do change the dates.
Can I finish what I was saying?
Oh, go ahead.
We had one meeting not on Tuesday for the Council of 8 to accommodate for another council member's time.
Interesting, to accommodate for another council member's time. So sometimes they are held on other days. Now you accommodate for other council's time, as you just said. Do you ever meet when not all the council members are there?
We have in the past.
So you have met in the past. Interesting. So you would say that the council can meet with not everyone in attendance.
Usually we like to do, one absence.
Objection non-responsive.
What?
He's literally asking the question.
He was mid-answer, Mr. Ferrara.
Yeah.
Simple yes or no, Your Honor.
Objection's going to be overruled. You can continue to answer the question, Mr. Thoroughbred. I apologize for the interruption.
We do. We typically try to meet. If one person is absent, we can go on. If it's more than that, we typically like to delay.
Okay. Now, Mr. Thoroughbred, in your testimony, you said you were incapacitated. Were you able to still hear things following that incapacitation?
Yeah.
You said that you were moved into the meeting room chambers. What happened after that?
The only thing of note that I like 100% remember is Murphy locking the door. And I heard through the door, "Why is this door locked?" Like the frustrated, "Why is this door locked?" Apart from that, it was I think I argued with Solomon. I think I said to get everyone who hadn't been shot, including Murphy, into handcuffs.
Oh, interesting. And who did you say that to?
I don't even remember the cops that were in there at the time. I was on the floor for about an hour plus.
You directed cops to put people into handcuffs.
Objection, counsel is testifying.
Rebuttal.
I'm simply just trying to get a firm answer there of what he means by yelled at people to get everyone in cuffs.
Yeah, I find that this is a clarifying question, Mr. Whitlock. Your objection is going to be overruled.
Thank you, Your Honor.
As soon as cops entered the room, I shouted for them to be put into handcuffs. I wasn't directing police officers more so than I was shouting my frustrations and insisting that anyone who was unharmed be handcuffed.
Since the prosecutors opened up and discussed what your role is and your role in the council is about being a mayor, as a mayor, are you able to give direct orders to police officers?
Objection, relevance.
I'll take a rebuttal.
Yeah, the relevance here is I'm trying to establish why and trying to understand why and what logic was going through Mr. Thoroughbred's mind to be giving orders to officers while incapacitated on the ground and to ascertain why a mayor would be doing that.
Final from the prosecution.
I don't understand how any of that is relevant to the facts of the case, given the charges that are on the table. We're talking about a shooting of the council room and not anything related to the duties of the mayor.
And, Your Honor, the witness did just clarify in his testimony that he wasn't giving a command as anyone's superior or in his official capacity as a mayor, but as an individual that had just been shot and was expressing his frustration. He didn't have any power of command in that instance, as he's already testified to.
Yup.
Give me just a moment.
Your Honor, my rebuttal to that is, or Your Honors rather, my rebuttal to that is that the entirety of this case revolves around a concept of terrorism and upon a concept of political motives. I'm discussing politics with another mayor and what their duties are as mayor and the political nature of what they're involved in.
Another mayor?
Understood.
Also, this was on video evidence submitted by the prosecution themselves.
I don't need any further rebuttals. I'll be speaking with the judges. Give us just a moment. What do you guys sit on this one? Yeah. Relevant to this.
I mean, what, to this line of questioning or to this entire case?
From a former mayor to a standing mayor, you're doing a great job.
Wasn't this guy AFK for like most of his mayorship?
Yeah, I don't really understand either. But
I'll kind of let him explore it for a couple more questions.
I don't see the harm in let him going a bit. You know?
I think it's fine. Objection is going to be overruled. Although Mr. Sinclair, I'm going to encourage you to get it to the point.
Of course, thank you, Your Honors. Appreciate that. Actually,
So
no
you can
further
answer the question as
Oh,
you
yes. Yes. What was the question again? Sorry.
You would ask, quote, since the prosecutor has discussed your role in the council as mayor, as the mayor, are you able to give direct orders to police officers?
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. Sorry.
If directed by the state, if they have a particular directive as established by the police continuity plan, I am allowed to give them orders. However, it has never happened.
What is the police continuity plan? Could you
Objection
brief us on that?
relevance. It's commonly known legislation. I don't know how it's relevant to this case.
Yeah, I'm aware of what it is.
Well, I'm not aware of it, and I don't know if the lay people of this court are aware of it. I just wanted the mayor to clarify that.
It's publicly viewable legislation.
I'll hear a brief answer on it, Mr. Thoroughbred. In summary.
In the past, there have been issues whereupon the police department that operates within Los Santos is allowed to run wild without being checked by a direct representative. I volunteered my services as the mayor, the elected official of the people, to ensure that the people within the police department are to be progressing, changing, growing, while simultaneously being held accountable if they were to fail to do their duties. So essentially, I'm a what's the word? Like a smoke signal creator. Like, you know, if something's terrible, I tell the state directly, and I'm empowered to do so. And I am empowered likewise to carry out their will should it become egregious. It has never become egregious, fortunately. So I really have pretty much never invoked the power of the PCP except to appoint the chief of police after submitting names for recommendation from the state.
Interesting. That's an awful lot of power. And would that also, would appointing a commissioner of the police force also fall under that purview?
The PCP too established that.
And is it of the mayor's office? In what capacity is the mayor's office supposed to appoint a commissioner of the police?
Objection relevance, Your Honor. I don't see how this.
Yeah,
has any
I'm
bearing
going
on
to
the
sustain
case.
at this point. I thought
No,
you were trying to get to something
my
with
answer, Your Honor, is that he's opening up the scope by continuing to answer the questions relative to the appointing of a commissioner that led the manhunt against the victims, or sorry, the accused.
I never said the word commissioner.
Further, it bears no relevance to the charges that are laid here today, Mr. Sinclair. I understand what you're trying to explore here, and I understand what you're trying to get at. And I understood when you were asking questions pertaining to Mr. Thoroughbred's conduct in the room. You have expanded far beyond the scope of that at this point. I'm going to sustain the objection at this point.
Oh, no worries, Your Honor. This is exactly where I wanted to go. Thank you so much, Maximilian Thoroughbred. No further questions from me. Let me speak with my co-counsel.
It was my plan to get scope sustained.
Mr. Thoroughbred, in your testimony you mentioned there were unharmed individuals. How many were there?
3. Pretty confident.
Who were they?
Solomon Walker, the head of bar, Murphy Braun, Ursula.
Would it be correct to say that 2 of them are council members?
Indeed.
Did you hear any political utterances during the shooting?
So, like, at what point during the shooting do you mean? Like the whole time, or?
The initial, let's call it entry into the meeting room.
Meeting adjourned.
What makes that political?
It's my belief that if the words "meeting adjourned" were shouted prior to 5 and then 6 armed gunmen charging into the scheduled meeting of the Council of 8, the highest form of government in Los Santos, it establishes that they likely knew that there was a meeting transpiring before and that they would be disrupting that. So yeah, I think that's political.
In your testimony, you mentioned that the room is labeled as a meeting room, and you said that no other things occur in there. Would that lead you to think that? Would that lead someone to think that there was a meeting happening in there?
What, the fact that the
objection confusing?
Can you re-ask and simplify that question for me a little bit, Ron?
Given that the room is labeled as a meeting room, would that lead someone to think that a meeting is occurring in there?
Well, I think that most people understand that there probably are not meetings in a meeting room 24/7 all throughout the day. I think that there's no reason for anyone to think that any meeting room in any building would be having meetings 24/7 simply because it is labeled meeting room on the outside.
Okay. So if you then take the labeling of it being a meeting room and add you coming out of it, would that lead someone to think there's a meeting happening?
Yeah, that it was active and that there were people in there, sure, yeah. And there were people waiting outside, too.
You mentioned that you may need to review the security of the City Hall. Is there security at these meetings normally?
No, and honestly, I didn't think anyone would be dumb enough to try to harm us in the council room, given that we were filming it every day or every time, right? But I was wrong.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay, floor is open for redirect for the prosecution.
Mr. Thoroughbred, how many times has the council meeting date and time changed?
So, if we're speaking solely for term 2 and solely for this Council of 8, it changed one time. And I believe I could be wrong because it's been a month and a half at this point, probably. I believe our very first meeting was not on a Tuesday, and then everyone after that was on a Tuesday.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Thoroughbred, you can step down. Thank you for your time. Defense, is he being marked for recall?
Yeah.
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Thoroughbred, you can step down. You can stay. You can go. It's up to you.
Thanks.
Yes, I actually do want to call.
Prosecution, your next witness.
Prosecution calls Officer Jackson Decker to the stand.
Oh, actually, and also,
Yeah,
Your
Max.
Honor, at some point, I would like to call Maximilian Thoroughbred for recall.
Told you.
Okay, so you would like to mark him for recall then?
Yes, thank you.
Yes, there's just a
Sorry about that.
misunderstanding, Your Honor.
Misunderstanding, sorry.
Mr. Thoroughbred, you're marked for recall.
Understood.
All right, Officer Decker, come on up.
Yes, sir.
How'd I do?
You did such a good job practicing your 3 seconds. You did so good.
Thank
I was
you.
really proud of you. I'm
Portwood,
really so proud.
do the honors.
Oh, hang on.
I think you better not ask me some of those questions.
Go ahead, I'm
yes, you
listening
because I'm not
as
gonna
I
be fucking,
try to figure this out.
I'm not as
Go
noisy
ahead
as
and,
you.
Well, we have
when you're
spousal
ready,
privilege.
please raise your left hand.
Damn straight.
Which one's good as a hype person? True.
Do you
You know what I
solemnly
really
swear
liked
that your
was them
testimony
trying to
today
go
will be
down the
truth,
corrupts line of
the whole truth,
questioning.
and nothing but the truth, under the pains
Yeah, what
and
the
Because if they
fuck?
did it because if they did that because they believe you're corrupt, then it's literally for political purposes and it's terrorism.
So, I
the
mean,
witness
first
is
of all,
sworn in, Mr. Whitlock.
Ursula is filming right in front of us.
Thank you.
One, two.
Sorry, Ursula.
For the court's record, what is your name?
Jackson Decker.
this is like an
What
ego
is your
thing for
current
Mickey, I
employment
think.
position?
He
An
thinks he's
officer of the
he's
LSPD.
probably he probably thinks he's a way better mayor
Where
than
were you on May 22nd
me
around 8
or
p.m.
anyone
EST?
else.
152, you on channel 1?
And it seems
Responding
like he's
to
trying to get
calls of shots
directly at
fired the
me
City Hall.
They asked you for a status check.
to fuck my turn.
Were you on duty at the time?
I was.
What did you do when you arrived at City Hall?
I took lead of the scene.
Did the LSPD encounter anyone at City Hall?
Yes, throughout every floor.
And where were these
Dude slash
people
dispatch off the sub
specifically encountered?
beeps.
One individual
mute.
was a civilian that was detained as soon as you
I
got
didn't
to the
know you
front
could do that.
doors.
Cool.
There were 2 individuals that were running to the 3rd floor from the 2nd. One of them was later identified as Taco Prince. I didn't get a clear view of the 2nd person. And then when we got to the 3rd floor, somebody started shooting at us from down the hallway.
And what specifically happened then after they started shooting at you?
I returned fire. They went behind the pillar at the very end of the hall on the right, where the staircase is. I then told officers not to pursue, as it was my understanding the hallway that we were in was the only way out. Myself and Officer Bradford held the hallway down while we waited for more officers to move up behind us.
Nice. Good call.
Did anything else happen on the 3rd floor before you reached the staircase to the 4th floor?
I had officers on the
Macho
floor,
Plant, thanks for subbing.
while myself and Bradford held the hallway. Other officers that were backing us up cleared each room and corner as we went.
What happened when the LSPD reached the staircase to the 4th floor?
So the staircase is like it's an L shape. You turn right at the end of the hallway, you go up one set of stairs, there's a landing, and you make another right, and there's another set of stairs before getting to the 4th floor door entrance. When we got to the landing, and then one of the individuals on the 4th floor opened fire through the door, shooting at officers, but nobody was hit. So we just chilled on the staircase for a minute until we had an idea of what we wanted to do.
Ruh-roh raggy sounds like rarerism.
And what did the LSPD decide to do after that point?
We tried to get an eye on anybody that was inside the entrance to the 4th floor. I believe it was Officer Riker did not see anybody, so we moved in and we took a foothold at the entrance. So like so as soon as you go through the door, there's like a waiting room, and then there's a archway that goes to the receptionist desk, and we kept a foothold in the waiting room.
Can you then describe what happened next?
We made an attempt to look around the corner as it was a choke point for us.
The questions that
There
Robin
was a
asked me like
hallway
helped
to
establish
like once you pass the reception desk to the right, there was a hallway to
that
the
they
left and
were
a hallway
attacking
going
during
straight down,
meeting
which
time.
is where the meeting room was, and the
swapping or
like, what was the
room that
purpose
was
of those
mentioned before that I
questions?
can't remember the name of that Max mentioned.
What if he's
at
throwing
which
on
point,
purpose, dude?
One of the officers had peeked it to see if they could see anybody, and they were starting to get shot at, so we knew that they were holding that area down, and they were aiming down the hallway. A few ideas were made, a few failed, at which point a bunch of officers eventually were shot down while trying to take out individuals that were found to have been shooting at us from the left side hallway. And then after that, I went down, and then it was to my knowledge
Mickey's
that
first
they
full
shot
court
down the
case?
rest of the suspects that were shooting on the 4th floor.
I wonder why they hired him. I'll be right back.
So after that point, what was the total number of people who were casualties from the shooting?
When I got done counting everything, it was 17 officers in total. 13 were shot down, 4 were shot at or hit. They just weren't incapacitated. 8 city council members were shot. One of those 8 was pronounced dead at the hospital. There were 2 county clerks and 3 civilians.
Following the shooting, how long was City Hall locked down for?
I'm gonna.
Need one of you guys next to Barry inside
I would
the
guess
courtroom
between
directly
like 2 hours and 45 minutes to like 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Were any weapons found on Mr. Kevin following their arrest?
When I looked at evidence, and I believe he was found with a 1911.
Did Mr. Kevin have a weapons license when they were arrested?
No.
Was the weapon that Mr. Kevin had a hot gun?
I would have to look at the report, but I don't believe so.
If you would, you can pull up the report.
Your Honor, are you okay with that?
Yeah, if that is okay with
Ken.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Uno momento, por favor. Yes, whenever I ran his gun, it was, one second. It was not hot and not reported stolen.
Who owned the gun that Mr. Kevin was found with?
That would be, one second. Raya Sharday.
Were any weapons found on Ramiel Rahman following their arrest?
Yes, a 1911.
Did Ramiel Rahman have a weapons license when they were arrested?
He did not.
Was the weapon that Ramiel Rahman had a hot gun?
No, and it was reported stolen.
Who owned the gun that Ramiel Rahman was found with?
Uno, one second. Daryl Hicks.
Were any weapons found on Vinny Pistone following their arrest?
Yes.
Did Vinny Pistone have a weapons license when they were arrested?
No.
Was the weapon that Vinny Pistone had a hot gun?
No, and it was reported stolen.
Who owned the gun that Vinny Pistone was found with?
It was the same person, Daryl Hicks.
Were any weapons found on Taco Prince following their arrest?
Yes.
Did Taco Prince have a weapons license when they were arrested?
No.
Was the weapon that Taco Prince had a hot gun?
No.
Who owned the gun that Taco Prince was found with?
Bruce Baylor, and he did report the weapon stolen.
Were any weapons found on Daquan Dumbass following their arrest?
Yes.
Did Daquan Dumbass have a weapons license when they were arrested?
No, he did not.
Was the weapon that Daquan Dumbass have a hot gun?
Yes.
Who owned the gun that Daquan Dumbass was found with?
1 second. Ben Yeoman, and it was reported stolen.
Were any weapons found on Zola Levy following their arrest?
Yes.
Did Zola Levy have a weapons license when they were arrested?
He did not.
Was the weapon that Zola Levy have a hot gun?
Yes.
Who owned the gun that Zola Levy was found with?
Oh shit. How do I say this? Richard Wojtku? Wojtku?
What happened to the defendants after they were processed following the shooting?
4 of them were pressed on 24-hour holds, or put on 24-hour holds, excuse me. And 2 of them were kept for questioning and interrogation.
Hey, what's up? It's Frost. What do you need?
Were the defendants' holds extended at any point?
Yes, all 6. A judge approved a held until trial hold for all 6.
And were they notified of their extended holds?
I did my best to. I tried calling Mr. K when I saw his number in the lemon list. I got a phone call from Zolo, and I talked to him, and he said he would tell them. I tried calling Mr. Ferrara, who I had the understanding that he was their attorney at the time. And then Judge Adams said that he would get in touch with Robin or Mr. Ferrara, excuse me, Mr. Ferrara as well, to let him know that his clients were on a hold.
All right, and then if I can refer you to incident 6211.
Is that okay? Your Honor, can I look at that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did the defendants remain in prison until the court case today?
No, they did not.
Were they released from prison by members of PD or the DOJ?
No, they were not.
How were they released from custody?
It was to my understanding that Mr. Dumbass and Mr. Prince, DOC refused to take their paperwork for the hut holds. So they were just released after 24 hours. I heard something happened with Vinny, but he turned himself into former Captain Slacks, who was then put back on the hold. And then after that, Mr. Pistone, Mr. El Rahman, Mr. Kevin, and Mr. Levy were broken out of DOC custody.
Okay. Was the PD made aware of this at the time?
Yes. Bobby Charles called former Captain Slacks, and was former Captain Slacks told them not to do any kind of work release transport that they were talking about.
What happened during the prison break?
It was my understanding that Carmine Costello decided it'd be a good idea to let individuals that were placed on a hut hold and take them on a, in quotes, work release trip to apologize to people they have hurt. Officers were made aware that Carmine was doing this even after being told not to. They then met up with the prison transport, and a shootout started between members of police and people breaking the defendants out of custody.
Were any people questioned following this incident?
Yes, all the members of DOC involved with the transport.
Are those statements noted anywhere?
In 6211.
What up?
Why did you charge prison break instead of escaping custody?
Because escaping custody pertains to individuals who have not been processed but are in the custody to be detained or arrested by police. Prison break means they have already been processed and are in prison or with DOC, and since they were awaiting trial, technically speaking, they would have been processed awaiting trial and for their hold. And since they were in DOC custody, when they were broken out, they were still within prison custody.
When was the docket posted for the case filed?
Within minutes.
I think they
after
made
got
hunger
done taking
damage
statements from
do
the
more.
DOC.
Why wasn't it posted before?
I was quite literally, I had just typed up the last email tag on the docket post, and I was going to go hit post whenever the emergency call for backup and officers down was going off for the firefight, so I had to go respond to that.
Why were you selected as the lead investigator for this case?
I assigned
Objection
myself
relevance?
as... Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, what's the relevance here?
This is a line of questioning leading to the HUT charges that were pressed on the defendants.
Take a rebuttal from the defense.
Why Officer Decker was chosen as lead doesn't change guilt or innocence.
Why he was chosen wouldn't matter. You can go ahead and ask your further questions about the charges that were pressed. That's fine, but why he was selected over anybody else, it bears no relevance in this matter.
Thank you, Your Honor. Why were HUT charges pressed on the 6 defendants?
Do you want specifics for each charge?
Yes.
Murder of a government employee was pressed due to the fact that after 4 of the individuals were placed on holds, and we still had Mr. K and Mr. Levy in custody and interrogation. While I was talking to Mr. Levy about his shotgun charges and working them out with him, TJ Walker was pronounced dead from the shooting they were both involved in. As for the terrorism charge, after looking through all the statements of the individuals involved, it was my understanding that the highest form of government that we have within the city was disrupted during a meeting that was actively talking or discussing legislation, on top of the fact that there would have to be processes to get individuals within the council out of, well, not just wait for them to get out of ICU, but to pick a new seated member for the city treasurer position. Therefore, it was explained to me that the way with how our government works, they were unable to conduct any further city council matters in the future until those were done.
Did you feel any external pressure to press these charges?
I'm sorry, can you say that one again?
Did you feel any external pressure to press these charges?
No, I did not.
Did anyone recommend these charges to you?
Yes.
Did you press the charges based on those recommendations?
No, I based them off of my own evidence, knowledge, and training.
One moment, Your Honor.
They ever find out who Gossip Gal is? Oop.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay, floor's open for cross. Defense.
Officer Decker, you had just testified that you made these charges yourself, but you did mention that there was a recommendation for these charges. Who gave you that recommendation?
Is there a specific charge you're looking for, or just in general?
Any of them.
Several officers made several recommendations. Several different people. Pretty much like across the board.
Who is involved? Which officers were involved?
Resize
in,
that shit I want to
discussing
see.
These charges.
All right.
Myself, some members of command, due to the extremity of the charges. Oh shit. I think Slacks was there. Bones, and like a few others. I can't think off right off the top of my head.
Okay. Was Maximilian Thoroughbred involved in any of these recommendations?
At a later date, yeah.
Interesting. Now, as an officer of the law, is it usual for a mayor to be involved in recommending charges?
It's usual for anybody involved as a victim to recommend charges.
And was the mayor acting in the capacity of a victim or in the capacity of a mayor?
I took everything.
Objection, speculation.
Oh, sorry.
There's no way Officer Decker would know.
I'll take a rebuttal.
It's possible that he could know. The answer could let us know if that were the case.
He could know. He's an officer of the law. He can testify as to whether someone is probably giving recommendations for charges based on their experience as a victim.
The
versus
defense has
based on
already
their
marked
experience as a
Thoroughbred
leader.
for recall. They can ask him when he's back on the stand.
Okay, Mr. Whitlock, I don't know why you just interrupted Mr. Sinclair while he was
I
rebutting.
apologize. Yeah, I apologize.
Poor form, sir. Mr. Sinclair, I apologize. You were saying?
Oh, no worries. I was just saying that I think as an officer of the law, he should be able to give testimony and explain why someone might give recommendations as a victim versus why someone might give recommendations from a position of authority. He is an officer of the law. He can make that distinction.
I don't need any further rebuttal. Officer Decker, I'll hear an answer based on your personal knowledge. If it requires your speculation, don't. But only speak to we. No.
Am I on trial here?
Objections over.
I'm good to go ahead.
Yep, you're good to go ahead.
Okay. I took
A1
everything
and-
that he said with a grain of salt.
Hoidel, there's the.
I didn't take it as mayor or victim. I took it as he was just shot and he's upset. So I'm gonna do as I do.
Oh, you took it with a grain of salt. Interesting. Now you said that this was at a later
Take a
date.
shot every time he says interesting.
At this later date, was Maximilian Thoroughbred also, well, in the corporate world, there's this speak. I mean, many of you guys know I used to run the company. The corporate world, we wear hats. Was he wearing another hat at this time of being did he have another role at this time besides just being the mayor?
Objection scope.
He opened up scope as soon as he testified that the mayor was doing this at a later date.
Critical
I'm just
result.
trying to understand in what capacity the mayor was operating at this later date.
Law of defense
Did
to
I say
explore
later
this.
time or later date? I'm sorry, I don't remember.
You said at a later date.
Okay, my bad. Okay, go ahead.
On your direct answer. I'm going to allow the defense to explore this a bit. The objection is going to be overruled. You can go ahead and answer the question, Officer Jack.
Casual hex, thank you for Zilbit.
I don't know what capacity he was. Well, are you asking for like how he was asking me, or like the role? You said the roles, like what other jobs?
question is, what role did he have
besides just being?
I think he was the commissioner at that point.
Interesting. Oh, that's very interesting. So, was he operating as the commissioner of the police department, or was he operating as a victim in this case?
Objection, speculation.
Same rebuttal as the last time this was objected.
And same answer as the last time this was objected. Speak to what you know, sir. Don't speculate.
My honest response is I don't care how he was recommending. I made the decision based off of me and nothing else.
Oh, you don't care how he was recommending. You don't care how the commissioner, presumably your boss, your higher up, recommends something to you regarding how a case should be handled and investigated. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, correct. I was the lead investigator. I knew what I wanted to do with my charges, and I knew how they should be pressed. I wasn't going to be pressured by an outside source, regardless of their position and power.
Oh, thank you so much for answering these questions.
Interesting.
Anything further from the defense?
I wasn't commissioner when I told them terrorism. He misremembered.
No, Your Honor.
I'm trying to understand all the helps of the
Redirect, prosecution.
I feel like this helps.
No redirect, Your Honor.
This helps the
Okay. Officer Decker, you can go and step down. Is Officer Decker going to be marked for recall, gentlemen?
Well, case like this, you just try whatever, you know, because
He
like
seems to be very happy of his
it's kind of an L.
Doubt he's leaving anyway. But will you be marking for recall?
The response was
No,
not
Your Honor.
good for them at all.
Okay, understood. Prosecution, your next witness, please.
I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to figure
Prosecution
out
would like to
people's
call
plan.
Dr. Ryan Wilson to the stand, please.
Dr. Wilson.
Yeah, sorry, Oliver.
And once he's here at the stand, Captain Cornwood, if you swear him in.
Still using Konar? Yeah. Do I switch?
That's fine. If you're more comfortable.
Judge, we need food bad.
Does anyone have food?
Your Honor.
I need some food, man. Please, I need some food.
Permission to give over food?
Can I get some food? sir?
Sure, go ahead. Go ahead and set it on the table for him. Brief recess for people, the people that are summoned to this court case to eat.
Can you give me some?
If you're in the gallery, go get your own food.
There's 4 sandwiches and 3 drinks. Oh.
Boy!
I'm sorry.
I put some on the table, everything I have.
Did I do Monkey Madness too?
Jay, I'm hungry.
I think so.
Hunger is still such a problem in our city.
That is not wrong.
I think the defense.
Where is it?
The questions they asked
Try and get a
Decker
food
right now,
delivery
No, I
I
didn't.
feel
on here.
like it didn't help them at all. It just showed that Decker actually did his job.
I don't have level 70 crafting.
We good to resume?
That he didn't listen to.
We got level 66 crafting.
I feel like it didn't.
Hey, without objection, court's back in session. Captain Cornwood, can you go and swear the witness in for me?
Absolutely. Please raise your left hand. Do you solemnly swear that your testimony today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, under the pains and penalties of perjury, so help you God?
I swear.
I watched RuneScape YouTube.
Witness this
I watched
morning.
Jimmy.
Counselor, go ahead with your questioning when you're.
Thank you so much. And
I'm a
how are we
gym
doing
head.
today, Dr. Wilson?
Nah, it could be worse.
Yeah, that's fair. I want to start off by asking about your education. Can you just give us a brief summary
About settled?
of
I don't watch
where you've
anyone
been
else.
educated?
Sure. I have an MD from Columbia, and I've gotten first aid training at DOC a long time ago when I used to work there, and I've been trained at the hospital here.
All right. And where are you currently? You said you're currently employed at the hospital?
Yes, I am a staff doctor at the Los Santos Medical Group.
All right. And how long have you been working for the hospital?
About 6 years.
All right. And what do your normal duties as a doctor with the hospital consist of?
Coming in, treating patients in the ER, performing surgeries, ICU intakes, discharges, as well as checkups for long-term patients.
All right. And has
Who
your
keeps getting
experience allowed you to have to treat gunshot victims?
Yes. Depending on the length of my shift, I can treat upwards of 10 a day.
Quite a few. So you got a fair bit of experience there, huh?
Yeah, people get shot a lot in this city.
All right. And have you been trained in any particular specialties as a medical professional?
Yes, I am specialized as an orthopedic surgeon, but like everybody else at the hospital, we do a lot of trauma
What does
work.
an orthopedic surgeon do?
I've delved into probably a half dozen different medical fields, just, you know, if the patient demands it or needs
Foot?
it.
He's
All right.
a
And have
foot
you been
doctor.
trained to perform autopsies before?
Yes, I got my sign off on it back in the day when that was still a necessity. I've done several mock autopsies, real autopsies, across the board.
All right. And just a bare estimate, how many autopsies have you yourself performed?
Couldn't put a number on it. I'd say probably 10, 12 if I had to guess, maybe more.
All right.
Or those muscle bones?
And
oh.
as a doctor, are you an expert, considered an expert in your field?
I am.
All
I'll
right.
recognize this for the record. Let's move it along.
Absolutely, Your Honor. I'll keep it moving. So, Doctor, what is the function of the frontal cortex in the brain?
Frontal cortex controls motor functions, so moving limbs, any kind of movement across the body, really.
All right. And
Did you
have
see Jerry? Thanks for
familiarized yourself with any documents, medical or otherwise, with this particular case?
Yes, I read the original report written by Dr. Ramos, as well as the autopsy written afterwards.
Okay. And based on what you've reviewed, can you tell the court where the victim, Mr. Walker, was shot?
He was shot in the head, as well as, I believe, a few times in the body.
All right. And was he shot where the frontal cortex is located?
According to the medical report, yes.
All right. And what are some of the effects of being shot in that location?
I mean, generally being shot in the head's, you know, not
Juicy
great for
Salty,
you.
thanks for subbing.
In
Yo,
this case,
we got two
it
Juicies,
caused,
dude.
You know, a pretty massive brain bleed. His entire body went into shock. He lost a lot of blood. Essentially, he shut down.
And what's the likelihood of death from that type of injury?
Always depends on the severity, of course, but in this case, considering the damage dealt and how his body was reacting, yes, high.
All right. And can you explain just for the court what motor functions are?
Like I said, movement, you know, moving your arms, legs, walking around, you know, clenching your fist, anything like that.
All right. And what about intubating a patient? What does that mean?
Intubation's when we
Okay, Mono,
essentially
thanks for
shove a
subbing.
tube down
That
their
means
throat,
monster,
in order to
by the
open up
way,
their
guys.
airways, so their lungs can get air, and if necessary, attach them to a breathing machine that'll simulate, you know, intake and exhalation of breath, so they
It's
get oxygen.
Japanese.
All right. Is that a fairly common procedure?
On critical patients, yes.
All right. And what about defibrillation? What does that mean?
Monster.
Well, when you defibrillate somebody, you attach 2 pads to the chest, which convey an electrical current to try to either restart the heart or
Brimstone key.
regulate the pulse.
Hooray!
All right, and is that a pretty standard procedure in your
Stand there the entire time?
When they lose their pulse or when it's very erratic and weak.
Am I
yes.
winning?
They're not.
Dude, I'm skilling right now, bruh.
All right, and is this an extreme measure that's taken?
I can see it. It's generally used when they're
Oh my God, they're gonna
critical
roll out
and
of
it's
my
a life-saving
skull around the
measure, so
entire
it's not
planet
something we
Earth
use on
and
every
back
patient
into
that
my
comes
head.
in. But I wouldn't say it's rare or extreme. It's just something we do.
Okay. And why
Am I using
would
a strength
an
aiming?
individual be
Yeah.
defibrillated on their head?
Well, it's not a
Not
common
on
medical
purpose, I just
procedure,
forgot I had
but
it on.
after reading the report and being unable to actually ask Dr. Montez,
I had to read all my bank tabs.
I believe it was done in order to jumpstart the brain, since there was no cognitive response.
And in your opinion, would that action, the application of the AED to Mr. Walker's head, have
combat
affected his
level?
condition at all?
105.75?
Not majorly, no. I believe the worst that could have happened were the slight burns, as well as, a similar effect to electroshock therapy. So nothing that would have endangered him all too much.
All right, and at the time that procedure was administered, the AED to the head.
This man has completed RFD.
What
He's
was
one of
Mr.
us.
Walker's status?
Recipe for disaster.
He had already flatlined
Yeah.
at least 7 times in the hospital. Not
Yeah,
to
I'm Iron
mention,
Man.
When he was still in the council meeting room. He had no heartbeat for a long time. It was managed to get back after several rounds of CPR, defib, and adrenaline shots. And like I said, there was no cognitive
Group Iron
response. So he was essentially brain dead.
But wait, where does
So,
it show?
is it your opinion that the death of Mr. Walker was essentially certain?
At that point,
group.
yes.
He's telling people to.
Nothing's ever 100% certain, but as close as can be.
All right. And in your opinion, were the actions of Dr. Ramos and Dr. Montez justified?
I wasn't there, but I believe as a Hail Mary kind of life-saving measure, yes.
He barely played.
All right. And in your opinion,
Garrick,
having read over
kinda
the
did his own
autopsy and
thing.
the other records, do you agree
was really only a
with
three-man
the
group.
stated cause of death in the autopsy, Mr.
Yes.
T.J. Walker? All right. Thank you so much. Give me one moment. All right. Thank you so much, Your Honor. No further questions.
Xerox, thank you for subbing.
Okay, floor's open for cross.
What sentence are you hoping for?
Dr. Wilson, in your testimony, you stated that
whatever the
use of a
maximum they can do
defibrillator
is.
for the heart. Have you ever defibrillated someone's brain?
They killed someone.
I have not, but I've never found myself in a position where I feel like I had to.
Dude, stop. Stop. Stop.
In your expert opinion, what are the chances of such a
the guy have skis?
such a method being successful?
That was cool as fuck.
Very low. But like I said, in my opinion, the negative side effects were worth the risk in this kind of case.
In the report that you referenced, do you recall seeing Dr. Grayson mention that Mr. Walker was going to have surgery the next day?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Humming Bousy, thanks for subbing. And equip boots for +1 range.
And that he
It's only
subsequently
+1
crashed
range,
because
though.
blood couldn't get to the brain?
Next threat you give to officers, you're gonna get the fuck
I
outta
believe
here.
he was brought to ICU after the original life-saving measures. And then, he was brought to surgery, and then after that he was brought to the ICU, where he ended up crashing after an hour and a half, I think.
How big of a role could a
This is why I keep the
defibrillator to
boots
the
on.
brain be in the brain not getting enough blood?
Defibrillators are not meant to be used on the brain, and considering the amount of joules use the electrical current, I do not believe it would have caused enough damage to prevent blood flow to the brain.
Carmine has been warned. He's doing another threat.
The doctor mentioned in the report, Dr. Montez.
Yes.
Is he a
Can I
reliable
give a
doctor?
tutorial on what the fuck's going on?
Objection, speculation.
Yeah, hi, it's me, the mayor.
He's an expert
This is my
witness.
group
He works
Iron
with
Man
him every day.
account that I play with my prison friends. I'm in a cave.
From the prosecution.
I'm cheating right now because these mobs can't go past this rock.
I'll withdraw the objection, Your Honor.
I'm doing a Slayer
you.
task to kill a
Objection's
certain
gonna be
amount of these
overruled and
creatures.
withdrawn. You can answer the question.
All right. Well, he's a bit of an abrasive guy, but when it comes to his medical work, I trust him.
Has he ever been accused of malpractice? To your knowledge?
Objective scope.
Yes, power gaming. So pardon my
Rebuttal?
chair, it's really squeaky, dude.
I believe it's within scope when trying to ascertain the credibility of the doctors that worked on the victim at hand.
Your Honor, we'd also like to throw an objection for calls for hearsay as well.
That one I'm more likely to sustain. Objection's going to be sustained. Next question, Counselor.
Field alt, you can click minus to hide certain items. Yeah, I know.
In your expert opinion, do you think it was wise to wait a day for the surgery that Dr.
I
Grayson
already had
recommended?
bones. I doubt I'll need
I haven't
toad
personally
flax.
talked to Dr. Grayson about the procedure she was going to perform. Based off of the report, in my opinion, it seems like it needed a lot of prep time, and there was nothing that they could have done more at the time in order to try to, prolong his life. After, the crash, a few hours into his ICU stay, they attempted to implement that.
When's your last
procedure,
herb run? It's been a while.
Prematurely, and it did not work.
Toad flax goes in the best healing potions?
US has Peaky Blinders inside the Azza mask on. Has she been identified?
Yeah, I knew that.
Yes.
How common is it to administer 6 shots of adrenaline?
I do have a seed box. I just didn't bring it. So I didn't know these guys dropped a lot of seeds.
6 shots is an extreme amount. In any case, I mean, adrenaline is used as a last
I have a
ditch in order
graceful
to try to
set.
get a pulse back. But looking at the report, I think that they had exhausted essentially every other measure, and at that point, they were just trying to get some kind of heartbeat back.
Can you tell me what I'm looking at with the numbers on OSRS? 2.5 mil, 2854 out of 27? Wait, where are you seeing that? Oh, those are my arrows.
Are you able to reference the report in question?
Are the number of creatures I have to kill left is 25.
Yes, 1 second.
Bolts. Where's the 2.5 mil at?
Can you give me the report number just for reference, Counselor Ferrara?
XP? Wait, where are you
6838.
guys seeing that? Oh. Yeah, that's my ranging XP.
Yeah, as you can see, in the
whenever I
report,
shoot gun,
they
it
did
goes
several attempts of CPR. The EMS did here beforehand, and then in the hospital again, AED, which is
Every time I kill one of these, I'm
defibrillation.
getting Slayer
And
experience.
once that did not work, they used several adrenaline shots in order to try to restart the heart,
Yeah, I use Rune Light. Of course.
which did not work too well either.
Specifically in the debrief, where it mentions the head, what caused the brain death?
Are you referencing the autopsy?
Yes, report 6838.
Do I use Storm Client? No. Remember when you started, you didn't think you wanted to use Rune Light? Yeah.
AED utilization.
I didn't realize how quality of life it was, though.
So would it be correct to say that that is saying
I just didn't know what it
AED
was
caused
when I
the brain
downloaded.
death?
I wasn't there. Personally, I do not believe that that is possible in this case. When we do autopsies, we often get a lot of feedback from Dr. Kate, who, while a capable doctor, I would not trust.
Would they go
over
to
the
jail if they
doctors
already
that
had spent that
perform the
time in jail
procedure.
before they broke out?
I see. No.
They'd
further
get
questions, Your
time
Honor.
served. But see, the thing is,
I do have some.
they only did like a day and a half or some shit
Sinclair?
in prison.
Yes.
And then they got it broken out.
Doctor, great to see you. Let
Yeah,
the
you
record
too.
show, I myself, Mickey Sinclair, am also a doctor. Thank you so much.
Being a Dr. IRL, this exchange is
Doctor
really
lawyer,
bad.
what can he do?
Yeah, they're role
Anyways,
playing.
Doctor, what I want to ask you is this: unrelated to this case.
Ooh, unrelated.
If you were to encounter a patient who had a defibrillator used on their head, would you question the capability of the doctor that made that decision?
I would ask them why, sure, but I wouldn't question their capability unless they gave me an answer that didn't satisfy my demands.
If you needed to inject, we talked about the injection of adrenaline.
Just talk to him.
A doctor that were to inject, I don't know, say insulin into a patient
can hear me,
instead of adrenaline.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Would you consider that to be a doctor?
Wait, who is
unfit,
that?
Yeah, give him the food he needs.
for their job?
I'm about to pass out.
She also needs.
I'd need to know the circumstances
yeah,
of it,
she
if
needs-
they got bad information, anything
Train
like
and
that,
commission,
just
you guys need
general
food?
details before I made a
I'll
judgment
take
on that.
one if you got one to spare.
Certainly. And wouldn't you say that
Alright,
in the
give
rush
some
of
food
the
to,
operating room,
Commish, and
a doctor might
Train,
make
do
the
you need some food?
mistake of grabbing
With a boss.
a pen full of insulin
You alright?
instead of a pen full of adrenaline?
Put
Okay,
food on
creation of a material
Hey,
fact.
thank you.
I mean, there is nothing in the reports or any
That's
sort
right.
of testimony alluding to this.
What the
occurring.
fuck?
Your Honors, I am establishing and asking for the expert testimony regarding the conduct of doctors and trying to ascertain what methods are conventional or unconventional versus outright insane.
So the question you're asking is entirely hypothetical, then, Mr. Sinclair?
Yes, it's a hypothetical. Could a doctor in the rush of an ER, could it happen that someone accidentally grabs an insulin pen
Giga
instead of
taco.
an adrenaline pen?
I'll allow the answer, but let's move along to a new line of questioning.
I mean, nothing's impossible, but the two obviously have different labeling, look different. I would think it unlikely.
They enable Twitter notifications? Yeah.
Unlikely that someone could mistakenly grab the wrong pen. And now I have to ask you, is there anything except for woeful incompetence that could cause someone to use a defibrillator on someone's head?
Yes, I believe. I mean, obviously, like I said, haven't had a chance to talk to Dr. Montez about it, but I believe he did that as a kind of Hail Mary last-ditch effort trying to save Mr. Walker's life. I don't think it was, a thing that he did just to say, fuck it, I'm going to defib his head. He did it to try to save his life.
Interesting. Oh, interesting. To save his life. Interesting. And I have a question. If, as a doctor at the hospital, if you ever have a patient who is in a vegetative state, would you suggest that we go and use defibrillators on their brains?
Personally, wouldn't be my first option, but
thank you
we
so
have
much,
plenty
Doctor.
of different
No
other
further
doctors
questions.
that all have their own specialties.
Thank you.
If you have any more food, I could use
I already
some.
have one of these.
Me too, actually.
just
I'm
a couple
starving.
questions.
Sorry for the outburst.
I will allow you to have one bowl of ramen.
Very generous, Your Honor.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I don't know if I can hand it to you. There you go.
No, I got it.
All right, redirect.
You have the black
All right,
ones?
thank
No,
you.
I
So,
think I have.
Doctor,
I
just
think I
wanna
have these two. I
clarify.
think I got these
Just
first.
because you wouldn't perform a particular procedure, does that make that particular procedure wrong to perform?
No, of course not. I mean, nobody's the best at everything. We have a diverse cast of doctors at our hospital, and I mean,
Jarrett,
like I
thank
said,
you.
I'm not going to think of every possible medical procedure.
Oh no, I didn't have one.
All right. And I just want to clarify the
Neato.
timeline here. The surgery in which the AED was administered to Mr. Walker's head, was that the same surgery in which he died?
No, it was several hours before.
All right, so he didn't instantly die from this defibrillator, did he?
He did not.
All right, and let's imagine that this defibrillator, it's never administered to the head. Does the outcome, tragic as it is for Mr. Walker, change? In other words, does he still die?
Objection, speculation?
Sustained.
Whoa!
Your Honor, this is an expert witness. I'm asking his expert opinion as to
this thing is fucking
the
easy.
outcomes of this particular
That's
patient.
not how you phrase. Yeah, but that's not how you phrase the question, Mr. Hall. You said, "Let's imagine it's never administered. Does he die? Yes or no?"
Differently than Your Honor. An expert, experts, knowing them intimately. Do you believe that the head wasn't administered, that the outcome would change?
No,
Objection,
I believe.
still speculation?
Sure, but he has established himself as an expert witness, and the question has changed to his belief. I will accept it as that. Objection's going to be over.
Fair enough.
Please continue.
Like I was saying,
Thank you for the
I
monkey
believe
nuts,
that
brother.
The defibrillation had very little to do with Mr. Walker's death. I think, if anything, it caused minor burns that did not contribute to him dying.
Much talk. No further questions.
Who's M Dog?
Is that your last question? Any further from the prosecution?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Dr. Wilson, you can go ahead and step down. Defense, is he marked for recall?
Marlowe, maybe?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Dr. Wilson, you are excused at this time. Thank you for coming.
I got a key.
Happy to help.
Huzzah!
How we doing? We good to call your next witness, or do we need a short break at this point in time?
I'm okay, but I will not object to a recess if necessary.
Defense, do we need a break at this point? Are we good to continue?
Reference it is 311.
I think we're fine to continue.
Yeah, let's call your next witness then.
The prosecution calls Shaban Thoroughbred to the stand.
Good luck, darling.
All right, Miss Thoroughbred.
Fast. Yeah, thanks.
Captain Cornwood, when she is ready, please go ahead and swear in the witness.
Do you solemnly swear that your testimony today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, under the pains and penalties of perjury? So help you God.
Oh, yeah, so help me God. And airborne.
And airborne. Very good.
Witness is sworn in. Counselor, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. For the court's record, what is your name?
Wait, sorry, what?
What is your name?
Siobhan Thoroughbred?
What is your current employment position?
Chief of Staff.
7 more.
Where were you on May 22nd, around 8 p.m. EST?
I was in the council meeting room.
What happened at that time?
We were meeting to discuss the famine. I had been working really hard all
enabled
week
boss
with
test
farmers
yet?
and
I don't
booth
think so.
workers to try to get people together and get their feedback so that we could come up with some legislation to fix the famine. And we were about to vote on it when 6 men with guns came in and started mowing us all down.
Were you injured during the shooting?
I was shot in the neck despite my best efforts to guard myself with the first thing I could find, a drink.
What flavor of soda were you drinking?
It was a sprunk.
Relevance.
Yeah. Sustained. You kind of both objected and answered at the same time, but it's going to be sustained. It's not really relevant to this matter.
Were you treated after the shooting?
I was. I was by medical personnel at the hospital.
Where did you go after you were treated?
I have thought I was in a state of shock, and I have thought we would continue the meeting. So I actually went back to City Hall, and there was no one there, and I just walked forward past where the evidence was all. So much evidence. There was so much shit on the ground, and I opened up the archives room, and I saw a live stream on the monitor.
What was on the live stream?
It was a live stream of the election. It was over at that point, but it had been It was Ursula's live stream. It was Ursula's live stream of the meeting.
Did the meeting resume after the shooting had been resolved?
Nay, it did not. No, we haven't been able to continue our business.
Has the council met since the shooting occurred?
I thought we were taking
No,
a
we don't have a
recess.
quorum of a council of 8 right now.
Mr. Sinclair, everything okay over there, sir?
I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm so sorry.
Hey, Mr. Ferrara, are you fine, sir?
Yes, sir.
You've never been punched.
How
like
do I feel
2 or 3
passive?
times.
Sorry.
You may have to figure that one out for yourself.
Thank you so much. I will. Thank you, Your Honor. Apologies for the interruption. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Please
continue.
So why hasn't the council met since the shooting?
We don't have a quorum.
Have you been threatened or felt threatened since the shooting
Hold on, I gotta
occurred?
do something real quick.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. I'll live in fear for my life every day. Especially
Have
when
the-
Rami twats out things like Monty Smith hit it first. If you know, you know.
Have the core functions of the city council been disrupted?
Yes, they have been absolutely disrupted and even destabilized to the extent that we're going to have to select a new treasurer. Now everything's put back on hold, just like our election season. This has been a monumental blow to the functions of government.
True. And
Prior to
base.
your appointment, what other positions have you held?
I've been a lawyer, and I was one of the longest serving female judges in Los Santos history.
Are you considered an expert in your field?
I would say so, yeah.
Have you ever been involved in previous terrorism cases?
I have.
Your Honor, can we clarify if she's been entered as an expert witness or not?
We'll allow the exploration here. I'm willing to recognize the witness's qualifications, sir.
Thanks, Norman.
What would be a good range necklace that I might have?
What is terrorism?
We what?
What is terrorism?
What is
Power?
terrorism? The
I don't have
unlawful
that.
use of extreme violence or intimidation against the civilian population, or acts that would
have
affect
that
the
either.
disruption, destabilization, or destruction of government entities for political or religious aims.
You for the penal code definition.
I did that by heart.
Well, let me
Were you a
Power
victim of terrorism?
Amulet OSRS.
I was.
Why?
Objection,
there's-
speculation?
Why does Rami has his phone? Has anybody?
She's directly involved in this attack and is also recognized as an expert in her field.
I could just make a diamond amulet.
Asking why is asking her to speak to the motives of the individuals, that which she cannot know.
I concur.
Also, objection calls. Calls for a legal conclusion.
I have an
or objection
accuracy
argumentation. There's
That's
some
the one I'm
fuckery
looking
here.
for.
Yeah!
Mr. Sinclair.
Calls for legal
conclusion.
hey!
That is going to be sustained. Mr. Whitlock, nice try here establishing the witness as an expert, but we're here to determine whether this is terrorism or not the witness.
Of course, thank you, Your Honor.
What does diamond amulet need?
No further questions
Gold
from
bar
the prosecution, Your Honor.
Yeah, floor is open for cross.
Miss Thoroughbred. Great to see you, and unfortunately, we never got to have that chance where you could coach me to be a incredible lawyer. I guess I'll just have to do it myself. First question is, you in your testimony said that you came back to City Hall after the shooting. Is this true?
Yes, I was in a state of shock.
Oh, okay. And were there police barricades or tape or anything preventing you from going through the crime scene?
No, there wasn't, curiously enough. There were several
Oh,
officers going around collecting
curious.
evidence.
That is curious.
Not that I saw. Not that I saw. When I was going around, there were not barriers erected yet.
Ah, okay. So there weren't any barriers erected. Interesting. Okay.
Interesting.
The prosecution established your sort of roles and your sort of history of politics. I'm also curious. Do you have any relationships with any of the council members?
They're my coworkers, so yes, they're my coworkers.
Interesting. Okay, they're your coworkers.
Interesting.
Any relationships beyond coworkers?
Murphy Braun is my ex-husband.
Level 70 crafting.
Max is my current husband.
Oh, Maximilian Thoroughbred, the mayor.
Yeah, I took his last name. I thought this was obvious.
Oh, I just wanted to make sure. So the mayor and I keep forgetting. Is he the mayor or the commissioner? Or both?
Mayor.
Oh. Huh. My apologies. See, as an ex-mayor myself, I don't ever remember being both a mayor and a commissioner of the police department.
That's because the state would never give it to you, Mickey. You embezzled.
Oh.
Well, I've actually had to be around.
Objection, facts, law, and evidence.
Interesting.
Oh, they're cooking them.
Pause. Yeah, that last statement pertaining to the embezzlement is going to be strict on the record.
Okay, good, because I don't want to.
Oh no. That's interesting though. So you're saying Miss Thoroughbred, you're saying mayors can be corrupt?
Oh no. See, things have changed since you were mayor,
no,
Mickey.
this is so interesting. You just hinted at me embezzling as a mayor. So what you're saying, and again, now that we've established that you're an expert witness, you think
we
that
haven't.
A mayor could be corrupt?
I don't know,
Damn,
Mickey.
she
Are
really
you
did
saying
just
that
open up
corruption
the
is the
scope on
reason
that
why
one.
you guys decided to do what you did? Because that sounds like you're admitting to
Objection,
terrorism.
non-responsive.
Sustained. Permission to treat the witness hostile. Are inherently hostile because it's on cross-examination, Rob. Sean, answer the question.
Sorry, I don't understand
She's
the
not
question.
established as an expert witness.
Oh, I was just asking. Do you think a mayor can be corrupt?
I think it would be really hard. I think it would be really hard in the current day and age. If not next to impossible. Given the checks and balances of the council, I think it would be impossible.
Right, of course. No, of course. Given the checks and balances of the council, where a mayor would, yeah, of course, the checks and balances of the council.
Say it again. Bitch.
On the aforementioned council, are you not the wife of Maximilian Thoroughbred?
He's
asked and answered.
Sustained.
He's actually going this route. Hang on.
Oh, very well.
You asked if there were any
I
relations.
would've let
beyond
him
coworker.
go
She said
on that
Murphy was
one.
her ex-husband. Max is her current husband.
Were you escorted by any police officers when you were walking through City Hall following the
Mushroom Pie gives +4 boost for crafting.
No. I was walking by myself looking extremely
Mushroom Pie.
Interesting. So you, the wife of the mayor, were walking through the council unescorted by police officers. Is this again, as a judge, is this standard procedure for crime scene?
I would say that there was no standard procedure for an attack of this magnitude. We haven't experienced that in this republic, and there was no precedent for the unprecedented attack upon the council.
Yeah, it's 1 in 100.
As a judge of this city, as an expert witness, you've dealt with cases where multiple people were shot.
Yes.
How frequently do you see on criminal records shootings of 5, 6, 7, 8, or even more people?
During a typical gang-related shooting, fairly often. It would be hard for me to choose, but I could, if I was allowed by the judge, to pull up my extenuous 2,500 pages of Google Docs and get you the exact number.
Interesting. So, in a city where these sorts of mass shootings occur all the time, this is unprecedented?
Yes. An attack on the council is unprecedented compared to a gang-related shooting. They're two different things. Comparing apples to oranges would be a false equivalency. That's a logical fallacy.
No, you're right. I mean, you were judge actually when I was mayor. Do you remember if there were any do you remember if there were any attacks upon me as a mayor at the time?
Objection relevance.
Sustained.
How long were you walking through the courthouse before you left?
Sorry, what was the first part of that sentence?
Following the attacks of the courthouse where you returned, how long were you walking through the courthouse?
Text from Frost. I know what it says.
90 seconds, maybe 120 seconds before I realized what was going on.
We're gonna shoot anyone who touches Mr. K.
No further questions. Let
121 jellies and
consult my
Corin.
co-counsel.
Any tips?
Mrs. Thoroughbred, how long between you getting out of the hospital and you arriving at City Hall was there?
Burst him? Nah, I'm gonna take it slow. I don't have any teleport tablets.
Not too long.
It's a pain in the ass switching my book.
Was it 30 minutes?
Oh, no. It was probably less than 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Okay. So I would like to refer you back to Officer Decker's testimony where he mentioned that officers were at the courthouse for around 2 hours 45 minutes to 3 hours 15.
Do the jellies drop herbs or
Is your testimony
seeds?
you didn't see any officers when you went there 2 minutes after you got out of the hospital?
Sorry, that was a long sentence. Say it again.
Alkables?
Given that Officer Decker said that officers were there for
Jellies
let's say, at least 3
OSRS.
hours, is it your testimony you didn't see officers there?
Oh, no,
2
I saw
minutes after you
officers.
got out
I
of
never
the-
said that I didn't see officers. I was asked about barriers or whatever, and I'm honestly don't really know what he meant by barriers. I was assuming he meant those big concrete things.
now,
But there's
Archie,
definitely
I'm
officers
watching
roaming
the
around. I
court.
saw Callista Bell and a couple of others.
And the officers just let you
Whenever
walk
we
through the
have
crime
some
scene?
time. If I'm not dead or
Yes.
in ICU, Archie, goodbye.
They let you walk past evidence?
Yes.
Did they question you
Yes.
about why you were there?
Yes.
What did they ask?
They're like, Siobhan, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm looking for everyone. They're like, they're not here. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I left.
Were you escorted out?
No, I was left to fend for myself.
Would it be correct to understand that officers let you
They
walk
literally-
all the way to...
Go
I
ahead.
was asking a question. Would it be correct to say that the officers let you walk all the way to the archives room before interrupting you?
They were very focused on their tasks. I'm not even sure how many even noticed me.
So you don't believe the officers were cognizant of a victim walking through a crime scene?
I mean, Callista was, and she would told me, Siobhan, you should get out of here.
For the green
How
things,
many
shortcuts.
officers were there?
Well, given what was going on, it was kind of hard to see people. I could hear people that I couldn't see. You know what I mean? So it's a really weird
Mhm.
question to ask.
Yeah, fair enough.
Given what happened here earlier.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't want to say something that's an answer that like misanswers the question. I don't want to lie under oath. I
Yeah,
just want to
yeah,
make sure
yeah,
I'm
of
being
course.
honest. Okay.
How come World Hider is not working?
How long between the initial shooting and the officers securing the scene?
Oh, between the initial shooting, oh god, I don't know how many hours were we fucking on that floor hearing gunfire.
Might have to
going off.
restart.
It sounded like Sounded like fucking like Waco happening outside. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have ADHD, which means I have a myopia at a time, and I'm really, really bad at estimating how long time things take. I really don't know how to answer this question without fucking up. It seems like a very long time.
Steamed asparagus motion inch. Thanks for subbing.
Were you involved in the investigation at all after the initial day?
Objection scope.
Take a rebuttal.
I believe it's in scope as we have established that she was at least there when evidence was being collected and trying to see if that may have happened further in the investigation is what we're trying to pry here.
Nothing on direct was asked about the following days or time afterwards. I'm going to sustain the objection.
Fair enough.
Yo, how come that guy's sucking some top 5 CONTRIES in the world?
No
1,
further
China. 2, the CCP. 3, China. 4, not Taiwan.
Redirect.
In parenthesis, China.
Nothing to
5,
redirect,
Qing
Your Honor.
Dynasty.
Okay, Miss Thoroughbride, you can go ahead and step down. Is this witness marked for recall? Defense?
No need to recall at this time.
No need to recall. All right, Miss Thoroughbride, you can stand down. You can stay. You can go. Alrighty. Prosecution. Any additional witnesses at this time?
Our final witness will be Dr. Philippa Cantor.
I can't help but notice that there's somebody sprawled out on the floor in here. Are they okay? Do they
He's just
require
lying
medical
down.
attention?
Okay, he's just sliding down.
How do you think you did?
Okay.
How do I think I did?
Yeah.
Well, I resisted the urge to say it was a lot quicker than it took me to repay your loan. So I think well.
You got kind of cooked.
Oh, I don't think I got cooked at all.
No,
I
no,
think
no,
anything
no.
I said was that
No,
bad.
Mickey did.
Mickey did, yeah. Yeah, he did.
I heard Judge Bailey shout
Captain
out
Corwood, if
something
you can
about
go
him
ahead
not
and
being
spread the
around
resumes.
or some shit, and you
Yo.
called on his embezzling.
Yup.
Why'd I shoot the
I
demons?
also remember
Just
when he
to
submitted
get
a
really
request for
aggro.
100 and...
Please raise your left hand.
I'm gonna wait here until this ticks down to 0 so I can save spot from him.
So everyone got a helicopter, right?
You solemnly swear that your testimony today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Under the
You never
pains
answered
and
those
penalties of
texts.
perjury.
Yeah.
So help you God.
I got him to produce a receipt one time, and it was definitely an artificially created
Witness this
invoice
morning,
for something that did not
counsel,
happen.
where's-
You know, much the same as like
For the court's
Lang's.
record, what is your name?
This is before Grayson was like our treasurer or whatever. It was much in the similar of Lang's
I am an
insurance
attending
claim.
physician at the Los Angeles Medical Group, as well
Used to
as
call
the
me
health
panicked like
liaison
every
on the
couple of
Florida
weeks
City Council.
about like tax evasion and shit.
Where were
He-
you on
yeah.
June 22nd around 6
You
p.m.?
do the
Yes.
same.
At 6 p.m., I would have been at the hospital.
Did you have anything planned around this time?
I was around.
Got the skills
a
for
little bit
while
earlier than I
Guthic
usually get
sleeps?
on duty, so I planned to attempt to meet with Solomon Walker, the deputy mayor, to discuss legislation. And I called him requesting such.
After your meeting with Walker, what did you do next?
Nope.
I was on duty for a short time longer before going to Sandy to see the sheriff get announced, and then rushing straight back.
Never a
here
third
for
pizza?
the city council meeting.
No.
And were you present at a meeting at City Hall?
Yes, I was.
Is this normally where you hold your meetings?
I might grab some coffee
Yes,
though.
every single time so far it has been here.
Has the city council meeting ever been held in a different location?
No, it has not.
Are you aware of any other uses for the city council meeting room?
I
As far as I'm aware of, no.
Gonna get
There's
some
no
coffee?
other uses for it.
Did you see anyone outside the meeting room when you arrived?
Yes, I did. When I first got there, there were 3 individuals waiting outside. I believe Leah Strong, Ursula Lackenberg, and Alexander Bones.
And why were they there?
I had a brief discussion with them. Leah and Alexander mentioned that they were there to talk